It's all good.
Hi, welcome back.
He hasn't opened it
I'm just
up.
waiting. No, yeah, the stream has started. They can hear us. They can't see us.
They can't see us.
I'm waiting for everybody to be ready. Does everybody have their hand up? I have my hand up. Sarah doesn't have
Nothing
her hand
under
up.
the
He doesn't have
table. Drew, get your hands up.
Yeah,
Nothing
we
under
know.
the table. There you go. There you go. Both hands.
Come on, your hands up, hands up, hands up.
Both
Okay.
hands.
Oh, now y'all have your hands like doors.
Oh,
Wow, we're a bunch of nerds. Putting our hands up. What are you doing?
Welcome back, players. And we have all of our players here tonight. That's good. And all of our players are happy and want to. They've all been doing some homework. They've all been reading up.
Yeah.
Last week was quite an interesting time where we still
Dude,
learned
I've been
best.
up 16 hours right now.
Why?
Because I passed out after
You're so
work.
excited to be here?
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here that I couldn't miss out.
Oh, that's great.
Wow. It's not like I passed out as soon as I got out of work.
That's good. Okay, well,
We all know I did last game.
We'll do a quick recap, but first we'll talk to all
We
our
all make
players, let them
mistakes.
introduce themselves, and we have a nice funny question for them. When you answer the question, be prepared to sort of sing whatever the theme song is.
Mine doesn't have lyrics.
Just hum, you can do diddly-dee,
Okay.
whatever. Okay, we're going to start with you since you don't know how to sing. We'll start with you.
Or Richard?
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Richard, and I play the character Grutz. Grutz is a 6'9", 270-pound, super muscly half-orc bar wizard. Yes, he's so stacked.
With tucks.
You could put like 2 plates of pancakes and it would envelop his arms.
2 plates of pancakes?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Just get a plate of pancake, put it against your arm. That's how big
how
it
big
is.
they are?
Yeah, that's how big
Does
they
that
are.
make sense to you? It doesn't make sense to me. But
Doesn't have to make
no
sense for it
worries.
to matter.
Yeah, it does make sense. I just
Yeah.
run the game.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Okay.
And other than that, he's a great guy. He loves to punch stuff, break stuff all the time. It's his ultimate spell is called Smash.
He's got a great.
Yeah.
He's got a great personality.
He never pass, always smash is what he says.
He says never pass.
Always smash. Yeah.
Never pass wind or never pass
It's a
a
joke.
chance.
It's a joke.
Okay. I don't get it. You're looking at him. He's
So
not, he's not
for the character question is,
I was kinda
what
out of it.
wrestling song would you want to
What would
have?
be your entrance theme song?
It would be the only thing they fear is you from the game Doom. It goes very dark and heavy, do like stuff like that.
Pounding.
Yeah, it's like a pounding beat, heavy metal.
Yeah.
Almost.
That's
You could
that's-
see- you
yeah,
could
you gotta get pumped up. With
Yeah,
this.
oh, yeah.
Of course, that makes
Oh
sense.
yeah,
I don't know which one that is.
I could play it to you during the break.
The
main
theme
of
Hi,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Sarah. I play 2 characters. The first one is N. He is the 87-year-old human paladin for the Church of Ezra.
Very nice.
Yes.
Thank God
And
for Ed.
his entrance song would be Carry On, My Wayward Son by Kansas.
That's great.
Carry on,
My wayward son.
Yeah. I don't know
There'll
how
be
it
peace
starts.
when you're
It's
done.
done.
Usually
That's
they don't,
great.
They play the beginning of the songs, right?
That's
You know,
great.
But yeah, that would work. That's very good. Okay, we'll come back for W, and instead we'll head over here. 'cause we
Oh,
always have to
yes.
save the words for
Hi, my name is
You're the
Michael,
best.
and I play the character Lazarus. Lazarus is a warlock. More specifically, he's a Dao warlock, which means his patron is a Djinn. More specifically, the Earth Djinn, which means he gets some specific abilities based off of that Djinn. And you probably won't see it
Oh,
at all in
God.
the campaign.
sorry.
You can make mud pies.
Yeah,
Or dirt.
yeah, he can make earth spikes. He can really good at doing blunt damage if he wanted to.
Okay, like lots of dirt.
Yeah,
Like
kind
a
of
club.
That can hurt.
Like a club.
Have you ever got hit in the face by a mud pie?
Yeah.
Like throwing a rock.
It's like getting hit in the face by a mud pie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for his wrestling theme
Theme
song,
song. It's
It
the
would be-
entrance song.
it would be number 1 by Bleach anime.
One.
Sing it, Michael. Gotta be the center of attraction.
Okay. I don't know that one, but I can get into
Okay,
Very exciting.
so the vocal During the
Oh,
break, we can play
the
some of that.
Hercules
vocal where they have the 3 ladies singing about Hercules deeds during the Disney
No, I don't
Disney
know
movie
that.
of Hercules.
I'll
I'll play it for
I
you.
never actually watched the movie.
During the break, we'll play the music. we'll play the
Okay.
songs we're
Okay,
talking
all right.
about.
Everybody can cue up their song. Oh, it looks like you queued up yours for W, maybe. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You'll have to put it near the microphone. I should have had you guys cue him up. That would have been actually singing was pretty good. Oh, by the way, you need to draw a picture for Lazarus.
Okay.
Because I'm at the point where I need to remove in the intro video the picture of Randolph.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
You can AI generate it.
Everyone back to me?
Yeah.
Back to you.
Back to me. My second character is W, short for William. He is N's younger brother. He's 27 years old, and he plays a witch, which is a homebrewed class. He deals with spirits. And his entrance song would be No One Lives Forever by Oingo Boingo.
What?
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember the beginning of the song.
Sing some lyrics.
Yeah, I know that.
You worry too much, you make yourself sad. You can't change fate, but don't feel so bad. Enjoy it while you can. It's just like the weather, so quit complaining, brother. No one lives forever.
Yeah, I was going to put it on here, but I probably shouldn't.
I'm so happy dancing with the while the Grim Reaper
I don't know
cuts,
how much
cuts,
of it you want
cuts,
to sing.
but he can't get me.
Okay.
That's interesting. I didn't know you knew Go Boing that well.
Yeah. What's that one song I really like playing? That's probably not very good right now.
I love little girls.
The little girls they make me feel so good.
Yeah, probably not as good anymore to sing
I
that.
remember that when it came out. I'm thinking,
Cancelled.
how can somebody sing this?
Yeah, I know. I like wonder that too.
I like the song. It's
Yeah.
very catchy.
Oh, yeah. All right.
It's also catchy with the police.
Hello, I'm Mike. I play Jiminy Carlyle, the 2'4", 200-pound halfling hunter. Anything else?
What do you carry around with you constantly?
Chicken leg. Well, it's not a chicken leg anymore. It's a peacock leg.
Yes.
Cooked
Higher
peacock
quality
leg,
meat.
The everlasting.
What hair do you have?
Pubic hair.
On your head.
Yeah, everywhere.
All right.
It's
You
a
look like
mullet.
basketball.
It's a mullet pube. Basketball? Yeah.
Fly around. You're like a beach ball. You're
Yeah.
like a bonbon.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what
Amsterdam.
If your character was a wrestler, what would be
Amsterdam.
your interesting song?
Hamster dance.
There you
There you go. They did it for me.
Well, that's very threatening. So you walk into a room, all these people. It's
Hey.
big, it's a
Look,
big
imagine this
ball.
little ball coming at you with that song
He
coming
has
out.
a lucha libre
Yeah,
mask.
luchador mask.
He has a luchador mask.
Yeah, that's true. You do. Hey, you haven't been using
Doesn't that make you accurate by everyone?
Yes, it actually does.
So everyone should
He
be
hasn't
doing
put it on.
Yeah.
He still has it, but he hasn't put it on.
Did they leave Lucha Libre? Okay.
Well, that was for the Halloween campaign.
That was after.
Okay, that's
the
good. Okay, that's good. Good.
I want it.
Remember, it does something good, but you have to wear the mask. There's
I don't know
something
if it does
about
any
It's a little tricky.
I think it increases the strength, but
yeah, but then you're the main
like the
target.
of every
I want
attack.
it. I want it.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
you
You're
can't.
the main
Well, I don't know
I
if
pull
everybody
that
works
aggro
that
That'd
way.
be it.
Everything.
That'd be good for someone who's gonna be the tank.
Yeah. Wonder who's gonna be the tank.
Me.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. So
The Mad Runner.
As we start, does anybody want to do a recap very quickly?
Last time
I will do a
D&D.
recap.
Oh yeah, the person you
Last time on D&D.
Wait a minute. I think we shouldn't have you do that. We
Yeah.
should get somebody else's
Yeah,
impression
yeah.
of what it was like
Okay.
listening to it. Okay.
Okay, so first off, W fucked up.
No.
W
This
fucked
is
up
so bad.
throughout the whole.
Okay, I can do better. Last time on
No, it's
D&D.
okay. No. Let Michael do it. Let Michael do it.
No,
Let him do
W kept fucking up. Okay, so at the start of the last section,
it.
right?
Okay.
I hit the body of the guy we killed,
That's
Rictavio.
With Grutz.
And Riff Grutz, and we put him in the barrel for now. We made our way to the Blue Water Inn, the church, met up with everybody, and then we decided to stay
Split up.
out the Lady Wachter's house
Wagner's.
to try to get evidence that she was dealing with some Satanist cult.
okay.
Basically, try to oust her from the town,
Okay.
essentially. So we decided to go through the open window, and it had a girl who was kind of not there. She's probably, I don't know if it's like a mental condition or whatever, but she was kind of not there. So we decided to climb up the window, and then Jiminy decided to fuck everything by, first off, touching the girl, making her scream. We all hid. And then W gets caught by Lady Wagner when she comes in and searches the room. Sells everybody fucking out. I jump out of the fucking window to escape. And then Jiminy gets held by W to stay. So those two went downstairs to speak with Lady Wagner because Lady Wagner, she wants to pull a coup on the old mayor who's technically paying us at the moment to help him. But
Well, what the fuck did he pay him? Hold up.
he gave us gold. A couple
Like
He
the
does.
last time. He hasn't given us gold for killing all the Vistani.
He hasn't found out yet.
Yeah,
Stockyard guy. Good.
yeah. He gave us money.
What the fuck?
Alright,
Well,
dude,
Grutz wasn't there.
Money.
Grutz wasn't there. Grutz
Okay,
didn't
to
know.
be honest, it was a split between W's mistakes and fucking Jiminy's mistakes. Because the next thing Lady Raptor said is she said, "This house is safe from Strahd." He fucking said Strahd's name 3 times,
That's true.
caused Strahd to come,
Hell yeah.
and then this is when W just started fucking everything up. He basically said everything we did, everything we came to fucking Ravenloft
Not to do.
Hey, I
He
said
showed-
everything but
He
kill
said
Strahd.
that Van Richten was dead. He basically gave out all the secrets. It's like
No.
we're in a relationship. Strong.
I
No
had
technical
no,
advantage.
no.
Yeah, it's like she's
No,
fucking married to
I
the guy.
didn't say we were going to kill him. I left that part out.
She's
I
like,
fucking
honey.
knew she knows we're after
She was
him.
like, honey. She's like, honey, I'm home. This is what I learned.
Okay.
I spilled the tea to
So
Strahd.
basically, remember the 3 or 4 things she
Yeah.
messed up.
We're gonna go to Kratz next. Is one of them. The other thing is Van Richten is dead. Irina is in town and she's at the church.
She's not at the church anymore.
Not at the church anymore, but she's in town. And fourth thing,
We let him know about Isaac.
yeah, we let her know about Isaac.
So
going to
she's
fuck
dumb
him.
enough to get captured by him. It's on her.
So
On
you,
her
you,
ass.
you laid out what you think Isaac is going
I
to do.
let him know that Grutz got an invite to dinner, but he never gave us the date or time.
Yeah, he never gives us
So
the
he
dinner
gave you
time.
back an invitation.
So he gave
Yeah,
me an
but
invitation.
no time. How is Grutz gonna know when to come?
It's up to you, right?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
that's like coming to your house. Like, yeah, we're invited,
Grutz?
but it's like,
Grutz?
what if he's taking a shit?
Yeah.
when we come?
I gave up.
You know what? Like,
Like, he's a
how is
vampire.
he supposed to
What-
prepare
what-
dinner
so
for
he did-
Jiminy
plus he-
Carlyle? You know?
plus he-
He's
plus he-
gonna be the guy
plus
that
he-
prepares
Strahd-
I'm just saying.
Hold up. Strahd's also a vampire? When the
What
fuck
if
does he
him
eat
and
dinner?
his butler
What happened
chives
if-
are both taking
what
shit
happened
at
if-
the same time?
What happened if
You
Three-
don't know that. That's like Kim Jong Un. Kim Jong
and
Un
then-
doesn't take shit, but I guarantee you he
Well,
does.
I
Hop over
told them
to,
Hives is our benefactor. I basically gave the
Yes,
name to
he
all of
gave
our team
Hives out.
members.
So you
Bussy?
you threw him under
In,
the bus.
in addition,
All
Sure.
our names.
in addition to the Strahd thing, we don't even know when the fuck Strahd eats dinner. He's a vampire.
Yeah,
What
what
if
if
it's
he eats it in the
3
middle of
a.m.?
the night?
Grutz goes to sleep at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
This is great. Okay, well, that's a good recap. It's been pretty exciting. And because of such an entertaining and because of all of that information that was given out, I have to get W the inspiration for last week.
Hell
You
yeah.
can't snag it.
What a 10 out of 10
You
performance.
got to give him inspiration because he's going to need it.
Yeah,
That's what I figured.
certainly does.
So,
He
that's
rolled like a
very good.
1 on luck.
Now, I do want to point out, before we start, another house rule that I remembered is that I wanted to talk about is if you die and you are revived, you can get revived up, like if you're given potion or cure wounds and you're brought back to life. But you come back to life and you have a level of exhaustion.
I think you already said that last week.
Did I?
No.
No,
I
he
think
didn't.
so.
That sounds familiar though.
That's fine. I think that actually is part of the. Is that part
So
of base
in other
5e
words-
rules?
No.
Okay.
You can't come back completely, if you think about it.
Completely fine.
Fine. Yeah, that's the idea. Now, the other thing to remember about exhaustion, Jimmy,
Yeah.
is that exhaustion stacks. So you can get 3 to 4 levels of exhaustion. The 5th level of exhaustion is death.
There's 6
And-
levels.
Is there 6? I thought
Yeah.
there were 5.
There's 6.
Okay. But you got them. Okay.
yeah,
so
they're-
second
they have
level
all.
is.
They have all of them listed right here,
Okay. I don't want to go into them too deeply. I know the second one, the next one.
and they
is,
even explain what each level does.
yeah. So I know you move slower. You lose half your speed. The 3rd level, I believe, is where it starts affecting your damage. Like you take a -1 to damage and rolls and things like that. But I don't remember then what 5 is.
1 is a disadvantage on ability checks. 2 is your speed is half.
Yep.
3 is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yep.
4 is
you
hit
can't-
points halved.
Oh, hit points half.
5 is you cannot move.
You cannot move.
6 is death.
So it can hurt. It can be bad news. You don't. Obviously, you don't want to walk around with these if you can help it. Because
Yeah.
there was a guy I was listening to one of the podcasts. His character was like at level 2, and he got knocked way down to the point where he couldn't even move
Mhm.
because he died like twice during some sort of battle. So it can be really bad news. So okay, I think that's it. Then. I just wanted to cover that. So just remember, it's stats.
Trying to see if my
Inspiration.
Yep.
So and remember you can use inspiration for
Oh,
any kind
darn.
of reroll. So you don't have to use it for fighting and things like that. You can do it for like saves or if you
Is it
change your mind on something.
restoration?
You
Yep.
try to.
Mhm.
negated. Okay. So with all that, we actually have our team now split into threes. So we have Jiminy and W at the Wachter house. It starts with a W, but it's you say it with a V, so it's Wachter, and because it's German. And in St. Andrews, we have Grutz and N.
Yep.
They're sleeping at the church. And then we have Lazarus, who is somewhere in the world, having run away. Okay, hold on. Having run away from the incident at the top in Stella's room.
Yep.
Who's the daughter of Lady Vaughn. So when last we saw you, you jumped out the window.
Yep.
There was multiples of you. So you did mirror image.
Mm-hmm.
So you had like 3 or 4 of you. And you guys all jumped out the window.
Yep.
And the last we saw was you said they were like running and climbing over the fence like the Keystone Cops. Okay, so I just kind of want to know what Lazarus is, what you were thinking of him doing as we spent that time talking to Lady Vaughn.
I'm over the gate as a bush.
Well, that's right. You became a bush.
Yes,
Did you stay in the yard or did you go outside?
I go out. I went over the wall with the clown. I am controlling my imp though, so don't look down on that.
That's right. I forgot about the imp.
We left off of what I was. I think I haven't really said what my imp is doing.
You're right. Okay, so let's start with your imp then. Let's just see what you want to do with your
I'm gonna have the imp go downstairs.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have it look. Is there when it goes downstairs? Is there an area next to the stairs that might lead into like a basement area? Because she has to have a secret dungeon somewhere.
Everyone does, even churches.
Everyone has a secret dungeon somewhere in the map.
The worst to live by.
I think I re-scratched.
Okay, so this is the first
Quit
floor
scratching it.
that I'm at
What?
Who's itchy?
on the map. So
Alrighty.
I'm just going to let you move around. There's stairs. Oh, and there's secret stairs. That's the
Oh, we found them.
Goddamn thing.
You found
Wow, look
them.
at that, I
Yeah,
found
guess
it.
what?
You want to go directly to the secret
Yeah.
stairs?
You know, I didn't even notice Drew until you said it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed.
I wouldn't have
Stop
noticed.
this thing, I think.
I wouldn't have noticed if you didn't say it.
I'm
You know,
gonna-
this
I'm
is
gonna-
definitely something that
I
is-
like it though because we're able to kind of visualize it better.
Yeah, and unfortunately, anything that anybody draws up shows the same fucking thing. So they're going to show it. So I'm not quite sure how else to do this.
Unless there's a mod.
You can make him roll to see if his character sees the secret
Yeah.
stairs.
The imp.
That's
Well,
true.
Theoretically, you would not have known. You wouldn't have known even to roll to see it, right?
Unless you
Well,
rolled
you
this.
wouldn't know if I would have.
How would you detect a secret door?
Dude, you can roll for
You
it.
can roll to see if you can
Perception.
find the secret door.
You
Perception.
can roll to see, can I see if there's a hidden
So you're
door
going
or
to do that on
something.
every wall.
We did that in the haunted house part, if you
Yeah.
remember.
All right.
Okay.
With the fucking toilet that he got.
And if he
strapped in.
fails, he doesn't see the secret stairs.
Or you could do insight check, because insight check is technically your general ability to perceive.
Yeah, the
things.
problem here is this guy doesn't. He did not.
I don't know, perception sounds like it.
He doesn't show any kind of. Yeah, I think it's just he doesn't show any perception.
You
check.
could say, you feel a little bit of a draft here.
Yeah, Michael, that's not insight.
roll
that's
roll
that
a
would be
investigation
perception.
check. They fail the
Insight's for
investigation.
telling yourself the
Well,
lie.
it's probably just a crack in the
Just
wall.
roll against the DC 15.
Insight would be like a line.
Okay.
I don't know what your imp has in terms of.
Well, what do I add to it?
It's probably perception or
Perception.
investigation.
Or an
Yeah.
investigation.
I would say investigation.
Okay.
Investigation.
Yeah, clues
It's
is
actually probably more
investigation.
Perception.
17.
All right. Okay. So you find a door and you're going to go
Damn.
down.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Does your guy not have any pluses to perception?
So.
I guess he doesn't.
Yeah. Here I am showing you everything. I'm so stupid. I mean, gee, I wonder if there's a cellar. Okay.
Well,
so-
Michael already made a point of saying that there's probably
Yeah, you did,
a.
that's true. Okay. So as you go down these stairs, you come down to what's a dirt floor area in a room, and there are like. Let me check.
Is there a circle made of blood?
No.
Why would you
Now, let me
assume that?
read- let me read
They are some sort of devil worshiper.
They worship Strahd,
He's the devil.
not a literal one.
He's not a devil. He's
Hey,
a
Okay,
you don't
so
know
you
if
come
he-
down.
You don't
he's
know if
called
it,
the devil.
You see 4
Yeah,
beds
He's called
that
the
are,
Prince of
that are
Darkness.
made
No,
up.
he's called the devil.
He's been that
And-
since 1979.
Prince of Darkness.
Okay, here we
It's
go.
in the
Here's
books.
his.
He's also called the devil.
So there's a large root cellar that has a dirt floor. Stairs on the west wall lead into the house. A set of steps on the east wall lead
Okay.
to the cellar door outside. 4 neatly made cots are set on the south wall, and there's a set of tracks on the cellar floor that lead to the west wall and stop.
I'm gonna follow the steps that lead to the wall that stops.
Now you're invisible.
Yes,
Okay.
magically invisible, and it's
Okay.
flying. It's flying too in case there's any traps
Okay.
on the floor.
What a good fucking pet.
So you hit a wall.
Okay, I'm gonna have it search the wall for some sort of like thing you could fashion.
Okay.
Come on, really low investigation. Let's go.
Wait, so you just don't get any pluses or minuses.
Yeah, I don't get any pluses or minuses. But I'm technically rolling my int stats for these.
Yeah. I mean, I get negatives to all my fucking int stats.
What'd you roll?
Oh, I didn't
Roll.
roll yet.
Oh, okay.
You got this, man.
12.
Okay. So you can see what looks to be like it's an outline of a door. There's edges.
Okay.
It's not an obvious door, but it obviously looks like there's some sort of passage.
Is there like any sort of like candlestick,
There's no handle. There's no,
torches,
nothing like that. Yeah.
It might be a touch thing.
or it might be like a word thing? The Vactor house. I'm gonna have my thing say the Vactor house rule.
And what's that?
I don't know. Maybe it's a code word like open sesame.
So what are you gonna say? You're gonna does it talk?
Yeah,
Your rib talks and it's gonna say open sesame.
yeah. It's gonna say Vactor house rule.
Vactor house rules.
I'm gonna. I'm just going out on a limp.
Okay.
He has dark sight.
He has dark
like devil sight, so he can
So
see
as you make this noise and you make this sound, this noise that can be heard, the dirt behind you starts to like you start to see pockets of it is starting to push up. You see dirt starting to come up in a whole bunch of different areas.
Okay,
The dirt
they're
is coming
invisible.
up, and it's all of a sudden you see as it coming up is rising out of these dirt holes. There are 4 skeletons that are raising
Well,
up.
thank God
coming
they
out of
can't
the-
see it.
out of the dirt,
They can't see it.
Okay.
and they get up and they stand up. They're just basic skeletons.
I mean, basic skeletons is. I think even your imp's gonna have trouble with basic skeletons.
Well, he doesn't have any. I guess you might have them roll to see if they can.
They don't perceive you.
Oh, okay.
They're just they reacted based on the noise
Okay.
that you made.
It's too cute.
But you can see them. They're looking around. They're just skeletons. So skeletons.
They have like no intelligence.
I'm gonna have it go over. How many skeletons are there?
4.
There's 4 skeletons and 4 beds. It has to mean something. I'm gonna have my imp fly over to the beds. Is there anything specific?
Okay, so
about
you're
that?
avoiding them as you're
Yeah.
going over to the beds. As you start to go over to the beds, you see more pockets of dirt starting to open up. There's extra pieces of dirt, and as you're standing and watching,
It's flying.
8 more skeletons come up out of the
What the
ground.
fuck does she have in her
Well,
basement?
my imp is gonna be flying high up on the
Sure.
ceiling.
And from up there, you can see the cots are just made up there. They're neatly made up.
So we know she's a necromancer, or at the very least.
If only your imp could take pictures. This would be all that is.
Yeah, I
we
know.
need.
I'm dead in her house.
Is there a
Skeletons.
spell like that?
What?
There
Sure.
is.
There's a spell that you can learn in 5e.
Oh, that was one of the covens actually that I could have picked.
There's an animate the dead spell in 5e. You can actually become a necromancer. They're pretty.
No, I know. I could get animate dead, but
Yeah.
I didn't pick it.
You're probably not gonna let me try to do anything else to that door, right? Because I rolled a 12.
I didn't say anything.
Okay, I'm gonna fly over back.
Well,
to
you
that
roll to
door,
see if you can see the door, not
and
to
then
see if you can
I'm
open
gonna-
it.
It's gonna fill around that door outline area.
So you can feel that there's there's an opening. There's a crease.
Maybe need.
Oh,
push.
can it
Pull it?
try to move it?
Pull it.
Pull the
You.
crease? Yeah, it's gonna try
Tell
to.
me.
Yeah, it's gonna try to pull the
So
crease.
what do? You're gonna pull it.
Yeah,
How are you gonna pull it? You're gonna try to put your fingers in on it.
yeah.
Okay. And how big are its fingers?
How big is Jiminy's fingers?
That's probably a good
I didn't know
assumption.
Jimmy had fingers. I thought he had sausages.
That's true.
They're more like bratwurst.
Okay. So they're big and thick.
What's the strength of
So
the
you
imp too?
cannot open it up. You
8,
can't pull
6. Okay.
You can't get your fingers in there.
Okay. So you can't feel like anything.
What about the
around
tail?
Yeah, the tail is gonna fit in. Is there like maybe like a keyhole or something somewhere?
There's
No.
no key.
It's a pull. There's
Maybe you
undead.
just
Obviously,
push.
the scalp, or maybe push.
Push.
It's gonna push on it.
When you push on the door, it slides back automatically.
Oh,
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure it was
God.
a push.
Okay, if I didn't try that, I would hate
That
myself.
was fun. All right.
This whole time I was sitting here like, why is he trying to pull
So
it?
as you push this open, you walk in and you see 5 chairs that are sitting around. They're empty.
4
And
empty
a
beds,
red
5
circle.
golden
Yes!
chairs.
Yes! Is it red? Oh my god.
Is it a pentagon?
Yeah, is it a pentagon? Come on.
4 candelabras are flickering in the corner. A red aura fills the rooms. There's 5 chairs facing each other, each on the point of a pentagram that are painted in blood on the floor.
There was a pentagram.
And it was blood.
How do we know? High five. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Evidence.
Seated in 4 of the chairs
I didn't actually think that'd
are
be the
men.
case.
What?
They
Living?
have and figures. Let's just say that.
Are they in
figures.
robes?
Oh,
They have
Can I see
robes
their-
on.
Hmm.
They have masks on.
Mm.
They have these masks on
Are
their
they
faces.
tied to the chair?
Hmm.
No.
Oh shit! You just walked in
And
on a
the
fucking
middle is
cult
a dagger
meeting.
that is floating in the middle of the whole thing.
Well,
Okay.
that's ominous.
Okay. No.
That
Cresting
means
me
you need
nits.
dagger.
We're not
Cresting me
suspicious.
nits. I've seen. I've
You
been
just
wizard.
opened a door with these people sitting in the middle of
But they
all
want-
turn and look at
At
the
an
door.
invisible creature. So what they see behind the invisible creature,
You see 12
skeletons.
skeletons.
They're like these fucking skeletons opening
Okay,
the door.
okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell my imp to run back up. Actually, no. Okay, if they're summoning a demon, if I disrupt their ritual by taking the dagger, it could technically fuck them. Because if they're trying to control the demon circle, is either meant to keep the demons from going inside the circle, or it's meant to keep them from going out of the circle. So if you fuck with the ritual, there will be a demon on the loose.
Let me see your imp. Does it have any spells?
No, it does not.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have my imp run. I have my proof.
Okay.
It's gonna run backwards and it's gonna fly high.
Well, the dagger's probably a good proof.
So
oh wait, no wait. He's right. I need proof.
Physical proof.
Do I do it though?
I don't know.
I'm gonna have it go for the dagger,
Okay. What are you going to go for in terms of the dagger?
the handle, the pummel.
Okay. All right. So you're just going to try to grab it and
Yes.
go? Okay. Roll a 20 and beat an 18.
Oh God! Goodbye, imp.
Wait, what is it? What is it? What are you trying to be though? What's that?
Yeah, is there
It's just roll an 18. You have to have it's a strength thing.
4?
Okay. You can't move it. You can grab onto it, but you can't.
Oh,
move
okay.
Well, Grutz could move that bitch, no problem.
it. Where's Grutz?
Yeah, where he's sleeping. With Piddlewick. He's a Piddlewick.
Is there any?
Could Fiddlewick grab it?
You may be.
Is there any like books or anything around? Like maybe like a page or something that's like detailing the ritual or whatever they're doing?
Man, if only you rolled a fucking nat 20, Michael.
Yeah, if I rolled a nat 20, I'd be going, oh my god.
I have another idea.
What?
This is
There are
probably
no books
going
around.
to sound out of the box and absurd. We don't steal anything from them. We kill your imp, take the head off, show it to the guy,
Say it belonged
and
to
say
her.
it belonged to her.
And then there's a demon. The imp's technically a demon, infernal creature.
That's a horrible idea.
No, but
it's
that is an
pretty
You're
idea.
doing
good.
that anyway, right?
Yeah,
That's a great idea, though.
That's
That would get enough evidence for the him to at least search their house.
Now this is you
And
talking
we know-
out of-
Yeah,
And
okay.
we know exactly where the fucking demon shit is actually in the house. So we could technically all we need to do is bring the head, say there's a huge fucking demon rig underneath the house, bring the guards, we can fucking clear this up in one day, and then boom, problem
Okay.
solved.
I'm gonna tell my imp to run the fuck out, and you're gonna see the bush disappear, and you're gonna see me book it to the mayor.
Okay, so you're gonna run from there to the mayor's.
Yeah, out of the
Your imp
bush.
is going out the door and back up the
Yeah,
steps.
and it's gonna try to exit through the window.
Okay.
Actually, can't. Well, I'm gonna have it turn into a spider when she gets to the door of the daughter, and have it fly out the window.
So you're gonna go
afterwards.
all the way up. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's invisible. What does it matter? It's up to you.
I mean, you can make them roll if there's any suspicion.
Yeah, you know
that
what?
something
If there's
there.
actually, I was looking it up too because I was curious because I feel like that is just like way too
If
like
there's any
overstrong.
suspicion,
If you feel like any of your people have suspicions, you can have them roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage to see if they can see it.
Yeah.
Or if they could see, they could tell there's something invisible in the room.
Yeah.
Okay, I can try that. But what was it again? It was.
Perception.
Perception with a
Perception.
disadvantage.
With disadvantage, so
Okay,
you would
hold
take
on,
the
I gotta-
lowest.
Yeah, I gotta.
Would
And
you-
then he would roll stealth.
You'd roll a stealth check.
I
You get
gotta
a-
look up their.
Because I feel like just having,
Does the imp
just
get
being
the-
able to
does
say
the imp
that.
get the
I get
buff from her?
advantage on stealth.
Does the imp get the plus 10 buff? Because if it's all allies and lasts an hour,
Let
the
me
imp
look
was
these
there with
people
everyone
up.
else.
That's
Ah,
true.
here
It
we go.
was,
would it get the plus 10 benefit?
Yeah.
So it gets a plus
So-
15.
and it has advantage, I think, because it's invisible.
No, he only
Oh,
gets
okay, So
disadvantage.
it has
Yeah.
a perception.
He only
that's
gets a
13.
disadvantage.
Okay. So you take.
You get a plus 1 to whatever you roll.
So he has to beat
A
my
13.
stealth.
Yeah.
roll,
Oh,
right?
take
You guys have
disadvantage.
roll off. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so-
you roll 2, you
Nat
take
20.
the low.
So Micah
Yeah.
rolled a 35.
Well, there's no point, right?
Yeah,
You rolled a
well,
35, so.
Yeah.
If he rolled a nat 1 though and we were in a different scenario, or if he rolled lower than you,
You'd immediately tell
at
us
least
something
that
wrong.
way it's not
You just say
super.
fire.
Because I felt like the imp's invisibility was way too overpowered for situations like this.
But basically,
Invisibility is invisibility, so you know.
Yeah.
The only way I'm not with that is because the door opened.
you
Yeah.
can't.
It indicates
So
something's
something
happening.
like that,
Something has to
you can
push
always
against the
roll
door.
perception
Or like,
and see.
or because it spoke. If there's nobody in the room, but you heard something spoke,
Mhm.
you might suspect something's wrong.
Well, I'm going to say they didn't hear you. On
The
that.
skeletons are
Okay.
dumb.
yeah.
But you know they're going to look to see that you
The
know,
door
as you're
open,
leaving,
yeah.
you can see one of them stands up to kind of go to the door and approach the door to see what's going on.
Must have been the
That's-
wind.
Yeah.
They're going to see a bunch of skeletons. I rolled maximum amount of skeletons.
You could
for it,
even
believe it or not.
not have to kill your imp. You can say you captured the imp and made it one of your tamed beasts, but you found it in
They
the house.
would want to kill it.
Okay, then I don't know. Let it kill them. Let them
Or
kill
have it
it.
transform into a
Okay, so
spider.
you're going to crawl out as a spider under the door to get out.
Yeah, and then
Instead of
turn
opening
back.
the door or doing anything.
Yeah.
That's-
I thought she locked it.
She did lock
Yeah.
it all up.
I'm gonna have it
She did.
spider under the door, turn back into the imp, and then fly out the window towards me.
So as you go into the door, just as you're crawling under the door and moving along, you can see that the girl Stella has gotten up from the chair, and she's actually looking out the window, and she's looking around outside.
She's looking for that poor Victor.
So that's it.
Okay.
You crawl past her and all that.
Yeah, it's gonna just go
But
past.
as you go by her, I mean, you can see she's kind of looking around, but she's still not saying anything. She doesn't seem to be doing anything. She still seems to be pretty
Kind of
much
out of
This
there.
is pretty much
zoned out.
It's pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
And then I'm gonna make my way to. Oh yeah, when my imp was like flying up and back, did you hear any of their conversation?
I don't know. Roll. You tell me. Probably not. You're not that close.
Yeah, 13.
You're not that close.
Okay.
You're it's around. You can see it's around the corner.
Okay.
And such. So there's actually 2 rooms between.
Okay.
Okay. So at the window, I mean, does it turn it back invisible, or how many times does it just turn?
It's just
invisible?
magically invisible.
Not
pretty
all
sure.
the time. You can do it
Yeah.
any time and any number of times a day.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to go back to you, or
Yeah,
where
it's gonna-
you were in a bush.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn out of the
You were in a
bush.
bush.
I'm gonna turn out of the bush, and I'm gonna make my way to the mayor's house.
Okay, all right. So one last thing with you, I'm going to say, hold on here. Oh wow. Okay, it's 10 o'clock at night. So as you're moving along and you're approaching the the Baron's house, which is just a few doors down. It's not that far away.
Okay.
The streets are pretty quiet. Everything's quiet. It's very dark. There's no rain or anything. There is fog on the ground. And as you're moving along the ground, how are you walking? Are you walking just straight through? Are you Lazarus? Is Lazarus just walking along like normal? Is he like trying to hide? Is he running? You tell me.
He's walking normally.
Okay, just walking normally.
He has like a swagger in his step, you know.
Yeah,
Dude.
no problem. So as you're walking along, he's in his wrapped up arm. So as you're approaching the mansion, out of nowhere, just boom, out of nowhere, you see a huge purple light casting. It's like a blast at the very top of the Burgermeister's house. It's a bathing a light down on you. It's like all purple. The fog swirling. It shows it up pretty brightly. It's all purple. Everything turns quickly purple, and you hear a blast, and then boom, it goes back, and it's gone. It's just like seconds. Okay, that's it. And it's obviously come from the attic area. You can see it coming through like there's small windows up there. They're not big windows. But, okay.
Yeah, can you get some to do?
No.
I'm gonna send my imp up.
Okay. Okay. The imp goes up.
I'm gonna turn into a barrel. That's how it is. That's now.
So you're on the street. You're just gonna turn into a barrel.
I know, by like alleyway.
He's not walking around.
Someone's gonna pick him up thinking he's a fucking full barrel.
Well, there's nobody
beer.
really around,
Okay.
so it's not that big.
Wow, this barrel's pretty fucking
So
heavy.
When you go up,
Hey.
the window up there is very, very small. It's like one of those round windows with the slats and stuff.
Okay.
And but it's closed.
Okay.
Can you see through
Can I
it?
see through the window?
Well, no, it's got slats like they're you can open slats up and close them.
Damn it.
Wow, that purple light must have been bright. Brighter than the
Yeah.
sun. Is-
I don't know if I should knock on the mayor's house at this hour.
I'm the one who knocks.
It's just slats.
Yeah.
Which means, have you checked to see if the window's locked?
Is it
It's, like,
locked?
so
Can I
high up.
Can you like try to move it up?
You try to move it up.
Yeah.
The slats move up.
Oh my god, once again!
Okay, he's gonna go
Oh, there
into
you go.
the, my imp is gonna go into the attic. He's gonna learn that both devil worshippers.
Okay, so as you go into the attic, you can see Victor is at a desk. He's writing stuff at a desk. He's shuffling papers. You look around.
Yeah.
I gotta change. Hold on. You're going all over the place. You're like
Fucking
We're
all over.
discovering
Goddamn
everything
Sherlock
in
Holmes.
this one night.
Sherlock Holmes right here.
And I'm sorry that Mike isn't here.
He's in the
He's
bathroom.
incapacitated. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing the.
His
The
phone.
Lord's
he's doing
work.
his Jiminy
His
trick.
phone's with him,
He's
so you
doing
know.
his best to
Doing the Lord's work.
Okay, so
I drew his imp.
the room is
Very
sort of
nice.
cobbled together with
There you go,
mismatching
Michael.
antique books and door
nice.
desks and stuff. There's the desk that Victor's at is covered with documents and parchments. There's a dusty rug covers part of the floor, and other parts of the floor have strange diagrams drawn on them. So he's been drawing.
Oh my
as
god,
well.
they're both devil
You
worshippers.
notice bones.
He might
Many
be-
of them are animal bones on
Come
a
on, Mike.
bookshelf.
Come on.
Never mind.
He's got a bunch of bones on a bookshelf.
Maybe he's
you
a witch.
see what looks like is a perfect skeleton of a cat sitting
A necromancer.
and in the far corner, what looks like 3 children are facing the wall with their backs to you.
What the fuck?
I
Little
say
small
we.
figures, they're all
So,
dressed.
I think we talked about this not setting fire to towns, but I think this town kind of deserves
No,
it.
Okay,
not
I
everyone
am-
in the town
I'm
is
gonna
bad.
creep-
Well, the mayor's
I'm gonna
house
have
and
my-
her house.
Victor is
fly-
busy writing in a
I'm gonna
book.
have it fly towards.
Are the kids alive? Is the question.
There's books all around and stuff, huh?
I'm gonna have it fly to the 3 figures.
The
Okay.
kids.
Yeah,
Are they
the three
alive?
kids.
I guess is what he's trying to
Okay.
say.
So you look at them and you see these features, but they're not moving. They're just like stiff as a board.
Are they
You kinda
dolls?
look at them and they kind of look like they're creepy. They almost look doll-like.
Okay, I'm gonna have my
dolls.
imp touch the.
This is like R.L. Stein right here.
So you touch the faces and it's hard.
Okay, it's a doll.
This is like R.L. Stein right here, you know?
Who?
R.L. Stein?
Who's that?
Goosebumps?
I'm gonna have my.
Is that the?
Goosebumps.
Yeah,
There's
okay.
a Goosebumps episode where
I'm gonna have
there's
my.
a doll turning other people into dolls.
I'm gonna have my
You
imp.
suddenly now you see Victor. He's looking up at the the slats, and he's kind of noticing. He's like looking like, because he's suddenly feeling some cold air or
The
something.
draft of the
You
wind.
can tell. And he looks back. Let me see. And he looks back down, and he's just looking at his stuff.
Okay.
He's got several books open. They're stacked up.
One of the
Can
He's
I
got
do-
pages that he's obviously handwritten.
Can I do any sort of check to see if I recognize any of the symbols on the floor, like a arcana?
Would you already know this stuff?
He's seeing through the
I'm
eyes of
seeing
the
through
imp.
the eyes of the imp.
So thus
Okay,
he can
so
make the
what,
check.
What can you know? What do you know? That's the question.
I have an arcana.
I guess he
skill.
would have to roll like an.
It would
I
be
don't know what your
Arcana.
background is, so,
He's a-
yeah,
he's-
that's okay. You can roll against it. but
Or would it be
You could give
Arcana
him, like,
or
a,
religion?
I don't know
uh,
your background.
Do you know what it'd be a
Do you-
check more of, Arcanum or religion?
Well,
That'd be
not
the
even
question.
that. Like, depending on what, if the kid's like a necromancer per se, and his class doesn't quite fit, you can make the check really high. Like, say you need to be an 18
Well, I need to know
Arcana.
what he is.
Oh, he's a
He's a
warlock.
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 Okay, that's fine. I didn't know that. I didn't. Oh, that's
Right,
you
you're a
are,
warlock.
okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll. Yeah. So that's your kind of thing.
You know, if Grutz saw it, he'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, I follow kind of a god.
I just don't know what your imp sees. But you're saying it's Lazarus that's looking.
Yeah, if Lazarus for Pact with the Chain, it's much more in depth.
It's
and
about like your souls and
yeah, it's almost
Okay.
yeah. So you
Well,
can
it's
see.
like a familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I'd say it's better
Is your
than a
Arcana
familiar.
good?
It's an int check. Dude, you think-
It's a what?
It's an int check.
It's an intelligence
Yeah.
check.
Well, you gotta be high on that.
No, I have a 4. I got a 4. Okay.
All right. So
Should
let me
we-
tell you what you can tell. You can see symbols. They don't necessarily mean anything to you, but you know what they are not,
Okay.
and you know they are not demonic.
Okay. To defend myself,
Well,
warlocks only care about the looks.
Okay.
They don't put anything.
Yeah,
in
they're
it.
charisma based.
well,
like
I'm gonna put another
witches.
comment though.
Okay.
I'm gonna make another comment. Funnily enough, he never checked to see if the other bloody circle is demonic or not either.
Oh no,
He did not.
I did not.
He said, but he saw a pentagram.
Yeah, a pentagram.
Oh, that's true.
That doesn't mean necessarily.
But
anything bad.
magic's been related
That's
a lot
correct.
to pentagram.
That's correct. You don't really know.
Blood, like blood.
Come
Something
on,
that looks like blood. Skeletons.
Blood.
Rope figures, a dagger over a pentagram. It has to be demons. If it's not demons, I don't know.
Well, I've been something for Strahd.
So, what my last thing to do with you, and we'll leave you sort of to
Okay.
think about this. Is there anything finally here as you're observing anything? Is there anything you want to do?
I'm gonna
Stab
hover-
him in the neck with the fucking pin.
Doesn't have any.
The
Yes,
imp
the
hurts.
poison
The imp
thing.
fucking hurts.
Yeah, I took the little monkey.
It killed the monkey.
Oh, okay.
It's
You
gonna,
want to kill Victor?
no, it's gonna fly over. I'm gonna have it fly a little bit over, not next to him, but like behind him.
Above
so I can
him?
look over,
Okay.
and I want to see what he's writing.
Okay. So you can see that he's writing letters and words. Can you read?
Yes.
Okay.
He's only
you
asking
can
'cause
tell
Ed
that
can't.
he's
Okay.
writing, huh? So he's
I mean, even
writing in a
Grutz can
journal.
read
You
two
can tell he's
languages.
writing in a journal.
Okay.
You can see dates,
Dear diary.
and he's talking into the journal, and he's talking about the difficulties that he's having with his parents, and the difficulty that he's having.
So
and the
he could just be a
problems
psychopath.
he has just tried his latest experiment also has failed, and he's getting very frustrated.
I don't think his parents know.
It doesn't seem like it. Is the circle purple?
Okay, so I'm gonna say it. It's you have to think about it this way. The Baron has raised him and technically Isaac, and one is doing a bunch of magic shit with skeletons and stuff. The other one has an obsession.
No,
The
He
Mar-
missed kind of a bit. He went into Victor's room.
That's where the purple.
I think
lights
the
are coming
Baron
from.
needs to spend more time.
So-
He's turning people to skeletons?
So the last thing that
There
you'll
was a
see is
skeleton
you'll
cat.
notice that
Okay.
the drawings on
It
the
was,
ground
there
are
was a
several
skeleton.
all around the place,
Like an evil skeleton?
and they are
No,
drawn
it's
with
just like an
chalk.
anatomy skeleton.
But you can tell that
Those are
there's in the middle of one of them is like what looks to be
It's
like
quite cold.
a
Oh,
spray
okay.
of like
Oh, I might be leaving.
dark soot that's purplish.
Okay.
Okay, we'll stop there.
Okay.
All right, so let's go to.
Is Grutz gonna go have? Are we going to Grutz? Is he gonna have his
We're gonna
ghost?
go to the church because you guys.
How long has it been, anyway, since Grutz went to sleep? What time did we go out to investigate the house? It was daytime. I know that much.
We went at nighttime
Oh, was it?
because we did a
Okay.
short rest.
Oh, but I was
You've only been there
I was
for like a couple
sleeping
hours.
since the short rest. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Something
so first we're going to
happened.
start with
And
N.
Oh yeah, I forgot N's still there too.
yeah, and can't be sneaky. He has too much armor.
Grutz can't. He got
So
cursed
N
not to
is
be
in
sleepy.
his own. It's a smaller room that you've been placed in. It's close. It's above the church itself. And let me see if I got some. I think I got some.
I have no clue what the picture is doing.
He's doing experiments.
Maybe he's trying to fix.
I do think what he did to Stella is not a great thing.
Well, what happened if that was an accident and
Could have
he's
been
trying
an
to fix
accident.
her?
Yeah.
What happened?
So-
It's not him who did something to her. It's some other.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's what I
Is
wanted
that
to show you.
confirmation
So,
on who did it?
this
She
is
said
actually
Victor did it.
Irina's room.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
she
much
could
better,
not be in the
nicer
right
room. You have a room sort of off to the side as this Grutz.
Yep.
So as you're in the room, and let's just say you're like cleaning your
Armor.
You're preparing for the night, and so there's a knock on your door, and it opens slightly.
Okay.
It's, you hear outside. In.
Yes.
Father Lucian.
Yes.
May I come in?
Yes.
So he comes in and he says, "Oh, you're taking care of your."
Yes. I like to keep my equipment up to
Very
date.
smart. You are
Yes.
very. You are very studious. You are very.
Yes. You got to
very-
treat your equipment well because it'll last
that
you.
is why you are a messenger of your God.
Mhm.
That's good. He sits down. He says, it's very seldom that I have someone of faith as yourself from outside that comes to visit my church. The people of Wallachia are deeply faithful to the Morning Lord, but you are from different faiths. So I'm sort of interested in that.
Shit, conversion. If this is
I'm used
Edward.
to being the one that comforts, and attempts to help people solve and do things that are right. And your presence here is almost like a light in the darkness for me. It's an opportunity for me to, sort of relate to somebody. If you don't mind, if I ask you some questions
Yeah.
about our faith, do you mind if I ask?
No, I don't mind.
Perhaps we can learn from something from each other about. You've
What
traveled
we believe
far.
in. Yes.
You've been all over, and you've encountered way more than me. I've only lived my life here in St. Andrews. So
Mhm.
he says, I do want to tell you before we start. Jessica is very enamored with you. He finds you to be a big inspiration for him. He's very, very joyous now. He's very happy, more happy than I've seen him in his life. Busy with this sword, trying to learn what he
Yes.
can do to help you. So he asked me this. And I'm interested in your thoughts because you sort of motivated him to ask why he asked me, why is there evil in this world?
I think there has to be evil. Like there can't not be evil because then you can't have good. So I think there's always going to be evil. Now it
Oh.
determines on what level of evil. It just depends on the person
Oh,
and
I
kind of
would have
maybe
such
their
a good
upbringing
answer.
and how they were. But with great evil comes great good, and they balance each other out. Without one of them, it's unbalanced and it can cause problems. So I think that's why there's evil. There always has to be evil for every good, and there always has to be every good for every evil.
Very, very, very
Mhm.
wise, very smart. I think that kind of answer, Jessica was to ask you, you could explain it to him. He would understand it. I think I agree with that. I think the thing about good and evil is a choice.
That's what I was going to say. It was freedom of choice.
Yes,
It is a choice.
Our God's, the Morning Lord gives us the choice, and we make the choice. And so, you have chosen constantly, and you are constantly put into a position where it's challenged, right?
Mhm.
I'm sure you have seen terrible evils. I've seen the evil that takes over people and brings them down. But you have
Alcohol.
seen monstrosities of
Yes.
evil. And that's my worry with Jessica. He does not understand that evil incorporates or can be.
Evil can be everywhere. It just depends on how you.
The evil inside one's
There
heart.
could be evil in me, but depending on my willpower and my strength, I overcome that evil.
He doesn't understand that evil is not just this big thing with fangs and it comes at you with attacks. It can be in anybody.
Mhm.
It's emotions.
It can come out and it can harm, and it can be disguised.
Yes.
Or evil disguises itself to be what you like
Mhm.
and what you think is good.
so you have to learn how to see through that. If Yesko was to follow you, would you be able to teach him these things?
I could. My fear is that it could put him in great danger.
Of course,
Yeah.
I don't mean for him to follow you now, even though
Maybe when he gets
he thinks
older,
he's
or
there, he's going to follow
I could
you.
show him my town in Mordenshire once we're able to get out of this place, and maybe he could learn to be a paladin.
That would even be something I could say to him, or you could say that. Because
I will come back for him if that's the case.
He wants to leave. He wants to go. You have inspired him. I don't want to, I don't want to make him feel that, oh, this is not for you. You cannot do this. Don't want to take away his confidence and his aspirations. And I want to make sure.
I want him to believe what he wants to believe and what he can believe.
I don't know how we will quell his enthusiasm to go now.
I have an
He's young,
idea.
Oh.
I could perform a ceremony to turn him into a man and tell him, you gotta stay here for a little bit, and when I come back, I will take you and train you to be a paladin.
What would this ceremony to turn him into a man do?
It's a symbol of him becoming like a man and getting
You would
more
age him?
mature. No, it's just like a sense of, with my god, I can perform
It's
something.
like a
And it kind of
You are not
enlightens
you are
him.
asleep, Grutz.
okay.
Well, I would be interested in this.
Yes.
But perhaps before you promise him something like that, maybe we can help him to understand that this evil is something that could be too overwhelming, too much for him
At the moment.
at this time in his age. So, why, people, they have such a rough existence here. They ask me, why do we exist? Why are we even here if all we have is grief and pain? I'm wondering what you would say to the people. I have my message to them, but I'm thinking perhaps you have your own thoughts based on your God, who is, I believe you said, Ezra.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe that they are not always meant to be in grief and pain. And I think right now they're in the place where their God has kind of want them to be, but I know that the God wants better for them. It's just a matter of them. Yes, it's just a matter of them powering through that. And it's kind of like a trial for them at the moment to overcome that grief and continue their beliefs. And once that trial is over, then it shows their Morning Lord or their God that they are willing to stay with them and power through that trial and challenge.
That is interesting. It's good. Yes, I related as because they asked, because why do we live in this land we cannot leave with such a horrible demonic lord?
Yes.
The Lord, the Dark Lord himself. And they feel that they have no choice, no existence. So, all right, that's interesting. I tell them that the Morning Lord loves them, that they need to provide love back, and that life is not a checklist.
Mm-hmm.
That
It's not all
good.
black and white. There's
Yes,
some grays.
exactly. And so they must
Like
learn to
Grutz.
that just their existence is a positives for those that are around them and such. He didn't put us on this earth to do a checklist. That's why you exist. You have a good head on your soldiers. Your God must be proud of you as a champion for his cause.
My God is a woman, but she is
Oh.
very proud.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to.
Rookie mistake, assuming gender canceled.
She's,
Hashtag-
if you don't know, my God is the goddess of the
Hashtag bigot.
mists.
Hashtag.
Bigot, Father
Of the
what's
mist.
his name?
Yes.
Does
His name?
this God control
Father
our
Ezra.
mists?
Father Ezra?
No.
What?
Does it control
Yeah, what?
our mists around us at this time?
I don't think at
I
the
think it's
moment.
Lucian.
I feel like her
These
powers
mists are
maybe
probably controlled
being
by Strahd.
yes. And I think because Strahd is controlling them, she doesn't have as much power as she could have. And maybe once she does gain that power, we'll gain access to being able to walk through the
Mhm.
mists.
It would be interesting if we could try to see if that is the case.
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware of who St. Andrew was? Do you understand who
I
he
know
was?
they fought against Strahd and his beliefs.
He did. He
Yes.
he just very quickly he was a monk, and when Strahd was a vampire, there was several dozen guards that tried to kill him, and he managed to evade them, and he would hunt them down. But many of them fled here to Vallaki, where Andrel brought them into the church. Are you aware that this is sanctified ground?
Yes.
So
That's why I believe that's why we were bringing
Yes.
Irina here.
So Strahd, the way it became sanctified, because Strahd kept trying to will his way into the church, and Saint Andrel, or Andrel at the time, was able to defy him. Whatever through his sheer will or his conscience, he would not be overcome by Strahd, and Strahd was never invited in. Are you aware that a vampire must be invited in to an abode?
Yes.
Unless I understand that area or that area is like a common place where people just come in and out. But he normally has to be invited.
Doesn't
in.
Strahd own all the land?
Well, you're not there. Do you want to ask that question? Do you want to ask that?
Yeah, I guess. Doesn't Strahd own all the land? Like, is it the
so
building?
Strahd is the land. He likes to say he is the ancient and he is the land. He does control many of the animals. He actually even controls the weather. He's been known to control the weather. Have you heard of the town of Perez?
No.
Perez was a town south of Valaki, along the rivers, and he basically controlled the people of the town were more druidic in background. He says, I believe if you go to the bookseller in town, he can give you a book on Perez. The people of Perez, they defied Strahd, and so he washed away their town. Now, I don't know all the details, so you could probably read the book and find out. I don't quite remember them all. I know that they had one of their women there named Marina, who he thought was an incarnation of his bride, Tatiana, who I believe is what he is doing with your Irina. He believes that she is Tatiana returned. And they did not allow him to take Marina. They killed her so that he would not have her soul. She asked to be killed. So Strahd, in his rage, rose the rivers up and he washed away the town. That area now is a swamp. It was the center of commerce for all of Barovia at the time.
Yeah.
Get the book.
I will. Where was the Perez? It was located near.
I was south of this town. If you follow the river, and this is the DM telling you, I forgot the name of the river right now, so I can't tell you, but I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But you can go into the area is very nasty. Is not nobody lives there. Nobody goes there. Because it's swamp now. Kent he wiped it out, and that's through his control. So yes, he likes to think of himself as the
god.
land itself.
But he's not, which means he doesn't own all the land.
So Saint Andrew lived in this church for the rest of his life. He never left. And technically, I am not supposed to leave either. I have to stay within the confines of the church and grounds around here. Every year on the Feast of Saint Andrew, I will invite more people to come in. And sometimes I may walk through the gates with the peoples, but that's it. This is my life. This is where I've been my whole life. So I don't leave here at all. It's a privilege, obviously, to have been passed the keys to such a holy place.
Yeah.
And then as he's telling you this, you can see he's kind of starting to shake. And you see him kind of hold his hand down, and he stops, and he's like this. And you can see he's kind of like shivering and shaking. And he says, but I fear I have failed. I don't know for sure. I need to tell somebody. I need guidance. You can see he's like suddenly completely collapsing within himself, whereas he was having this dialogue with you.
Yeah.
He's now changing. He's changing. He says, I need to talk to someone. I was testing you to see if you're strong enough. I believe you are. I need help.
What do you need help with?
I need your help. He says,
He gave the password to someone he
I need you to come with me.
Okay.
Just to follow me. So he takes you out of the room, and he closes the room, and he says, we must go downstairs.
Thank God Piddlewick's there to watch me sleep.
So
Because no one else is doing it.
He's going to take you down, and he says, Grutz is sleeping okay. So we are good. So he takes you to
downstairs. You go down the stairs to the church area. He takes you to the back, and where the back area is, that looks like his office area, and you see a hatch. Let me show it to you. There's our buddy. All these guys. Past them. No.
Not the Home Alone kid.
Here it is. Yeah. So there's a hatch to a trapdoor, and so he has taken some torches, and he says, "Please take one. We'll need each to take 2."
Okay.
So he's grabbing both with both hands, and now you're just you. You don't.
I don't have my
on.
armor on. It's
You
off.
you don't have your sword. You want to take your sword?
No, I trust him. I don't think
Okay.
there's any evil.
All right. So he pulls open the hatch. He has a key and he unlocks and he opens it and so there's steep stairs that are going down. So he starts to step down and as he's stepping down, he has to hold the side of the hatch. The stairs are that steep and the depth of the stairs is also very steep. And as you come in and you see around you, it's just hewn stone around you. It's not dirt or earth. It's all stone, and it's full of cobwebs, just full of cobwebs and such. But as you look on the steps, you can see that the steps are not dusty. They're dusty around sort of the sides and stuff, but there's been enough activity that the steps are obviously used. So he takes you down to the bottom of the steps. So this is what these steps are like. There's no rails or anything around them, and you're down underneath the church. You can tell you're in the undercroft, the crypt, and the smell of cold, dark earth, damp earth, fills your lungs. And it's much cooler down here, you can tell. As you're moving through, you can see there are several like crypts, like for on the sides, and there's barrels, and there's stacked pieces of wood and such. There's not a lot of crypts down here, but they're all on the sides, and you're going down a big corridor where you have like there's like urns that are in like little indents into the wall. So there's urns as well as what looks like other doors and little windows that have just got some bars on them that you could peek in and see that inside of these there are
probably
more
like
of these crypts,
family,
too.
like churches.
So as he passes by this one, he points to it and he says, "This Randolph. This is where we'll be bringing Randolph, and we have been preparing his crypt for his body, his place."
Thank you. Looks
Damn, look at that, buddy.
Yeah, more
You got a good
Yeah,
grave.
more than
He
he
says
deserved.
to you, "We have taken care of his skin.
Thank you.
Edward got his
Taken
head chopped
care of
off and
his-
burned.
His
Or
whole.
what?
Thank
his
you.
whole-
Edward had his head chopped off and his body
So
burned.
as you're
That's
walking
pretty much
down
better.
this corridor, you can sort of see the lights reflecting off the stones. It's shiny and such. And he takes you down, and on the far end, as you're walking, a big room opens up. And at the end of the room, you can see there is this effigy that's laying on top of a very large crypt itself. And as you look to your sides, you see more of these crypts on the sides and see all the trash and stuff. So this gives you sort of the flavor. It's very dark in here.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk up to this very nice, there's candles you can see. There's 2 effigies of praying monks next to it. You see
Oh,
This
this is
is-
probably St. Andrew's, huh?
this is the tomb, a tomb of a mighty man. And he says to you, this is St. Andrew. This is where St. Andrew's burial. And he says, do you see what is wrong? Now, the next slide I'm going to show you is very much overcompensated for. It's just somebody's rendition of it or whatever. But you can see,
Oh, it's been robbed.
and you can see him. He says, I come down to pray twice a month. The last few days I've been preparing Randolph's crypt, so we have been down here more. And while I was working just a few days ago, I noticed this change. I was walking to leave, and I noticed that the crypt, the slab was
Fucking
like open.
Irina. It's Irina.
So I came over and I moved it a bit, and I looked inside. So I moved it more, and the bones
They're-
gone. They are the bones of our Saint Andrew. So
And-
you look into the
boy Victor.
you look into the and
What?
um,
Oh, the
Turned
kid.
him into a skelly man.
He had bones, and he was using.
he
might be
says,
using that in the ritual.
I opened the little, but I have touched nothing
do my best. I don't know what to do.
That's true.
He says, I'm beside myself to understand why would somebody do this? Why would somebody take our benefactor?
Strahd.
This is our only sanctuary
And
against the
Strahd.
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 What would they do this for? What would they need these bones? And you're looking inside the crypt, and the crypt actually has like linen and stuff, but it's all torn and it's kind of old. You can tell it's mud. It's all musty smelling and such. But you can see there is nothing in there. It's all gone.
Do you know who has access to under here other than you?
He says, the keys are in my office. So, the keys are not meant to lock out per se or be worried about theft. It was simply just to, maintain, sort of a solitude and solemnness to the place. This is not meant, we've never had this happen before. Nothing. He says all of St. Andrew's bones, including his skull,
Are gone.
So somebody could have come in and taken my keys. I only have one set of keys.
And they're in your office?
They're either in my office or on me.
Do you know if anyone, knows about this under area other than you, or?
There are only a few people that know. Yeska.
Yeska
Can't move this.
But
Milovaj. He knows. You know Milovaj? I've not introduced you. He's our gravedigger.
Is he the little boy that was,
He is about 15,
Oh, yeah.
17.
Yeah, he's the gravedigger
Yeska
friends
and
with
he live
Yeska.
together.
Okay.
He's a
It's got a
gravedigger.
cat.
But literally anyone could come in and
Take
the keys and come in. Yeah, it's anyone. I never doubted the people's.
Does everyone in the town know where
Free
your
choice.
office is, or know about this area and the keys?
And good question. You know what? I assume if they ask Yeska or
They would
Milovaj,
tell him.
they would just tell them. Yeah, the keys are there.
Could be.
Is it okay if I talk with Yeska and Milvash?
Oh, yeah, of course, I guess. But remember,
Don't.
we don't want. Yeah, Milovaj is old enough to know the importance of this.
Is it still sanctified if the bones are gone? The place?
No, I don't think so. Is it still
You're not
sanctified?
there. You're asleep. Do
Yeah.
you want to do anything?
Can I
Can
do
I ask a question?
Well, rather than asking, can I do a check to see if I could feel that religious energy, if it's still here or not? Does it feel like
if it's still hallowed ground.
Sure.
Okay, I'm assuming it'll be
And
religious.
is that a spell you have, or isn't that something you have where you can feel
You can feel energy as a
the
paladin.
energy?
I
No,
could
that's
do a
W.
divine sense. That's W. But
That's
I
W.
wanted to see if
But
N can
paladins can
sense
Paladins generally
if
can
he could
detect
feel the
divine energy.
good kind of the divine energy.
All right.
I'll just do a religion check to see. Nope, I got a 3.
Okay, so
I can't tell.
you can't really tell anything.
I'll ask him. Are the bones is what's keeping this place
Of
sanctified?
course,
It is? Okay.
he's a saint.
Oh
Okay.
shit! So Strahd could just walk in here with his big dick.
Oh my god, that Irina
Is
theory.
what?
Is that?
With his big dick.
Do you know how long these have been the bones? have
That
been
makes
gone?
it.
I noticed 3 days ago.
See, Michael, now your theory's more
But I don't
plausible.
know if it could be
He-
more or
he-
less.
He took Irina.
What?
Bastard Strahd took Irina.
Yeah.
That makes sense now.
The theory we had before this game. Now we know he can go in the fucking church.
I don't know which one, but go ahead.
Okay. I'll try to find the bones.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
Is it okay if I bring Jiminy down here? He's a tracker, so he might be able to sniff out maybe
Yes, of
trails
course.
or anything when he comes
Yes,
back.
of course.
Okay.
Yes, of course. Anything that you can do, but we must make sure we don't let anybody know. I don't know.
I will only let my group know.
Shit. Shit.
Not W.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, don't let W know.
And I'll question Yeska and Milvash, but I won't make it seem obvious.
Yeah, the bones are gone. You could go right in that church.
Milovaj and Yeska they live down. I can give you directions to
Okay.
their house. They live together. Milovaj takes care of Yeska. Makes sure he
Yes,
gets food.
I think I remember seeing him and him telling us
Yes.
that.
And they have this pesky
A
little
cat. I think he calls him Winky.
Mr. Winky. And they get upset if you don't.
Okay.
And he's talking to you more, and telling you. He's
Mr.
just
Winky.
generally talking now about how he's feeling. It's like he's torn up inside. And he's not sure what to do.
No, I
You
know,
have
it's
all
hard.
access you need.
And
Should have set
It's
up
tough,
security cameras.
but I'll see if they know anything.
Yeah, they
and
needed CCTV.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else you want to ask him, or is there anything else you want to do while you're there? He says to you, I checked the other
Let me see
tombs.
if I have any.
Nothing else.
Nothing
is
else was taken,
Nothing
okay.
else.
Let me see if I have anything I might be able to do.
Good music for this.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Nope,
play fucking
I can
Tomb
only
Raider
detect
here.
poison and disease, but I don't think that's anything in here.
Can
I guess I'll say a little prayer to the area.
Okay. Okay. He'll also do something
Yeah.
the same. He says, you know, I come down here all the time to pray, to seek guidance, and but it's usually every 2 weeks. So it's been but last time I was down,
Oh, you know what?
it was fine.
I might as well check, but I feel like Jiminy will have a better time. Can I see if there's any like footprints or anything?
Fingerprints.
So you can see around you, it's all stone. The ground is all stone, so it's really kind of hard to see any footprints.
Is there
or
any
something.
like handprints of them moving the
You're
coffin?
gonna look at the coffin?
Yeah, if it's been like dusty or anything.
Roll your investigation.
Ooh, my intelligence is shit. So
My
we'll
intelligence
see.
shit too.
We'll see if I can even find anything. I have a negative to it. No, before.
The greatest detective ever.
I'll
lived.
wait for Jiminy.
You
I'll wait
can't-
for
you can't
Jiminy.
really tell anything is going. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, if
Hmm.
you ask, gee, are there any footsteps to Father Lucian, and he's kind of looking around and kind of like looking at you, and he's like, I'm not as smart as you to tell that. I don't know. But,
I'll
maybe,
have
or
my
you just-
professional
Yeah,
smeller
I'll
and
give it-
tracker.
Yeah, it looks like
Just leave this area untouched for the most part.
I
so when he comes.
did move. I did move a little to
That's
look
fine.
inside because it's not quite as big as you see on this picture.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
I immediately said that you know you need to not touch anything. I don't
Okay.
know what is happening? Okay. So Grutz is laying in his bed,
With Piddlewick,
and he's been having. Piddlewick is just sitting there.
with a dagger
You've been lying in
And
your
a
bed.
rattle.
and a rattle.
Ding ding ding
I
ding
don't
ding
know,
ding ding
You're
ding
a
ding ding.
little worried about going to bed, sleep. You know, you're
Mhm.
anxious about going to sleep, so you're laying there and you're thinking, I should be going to sleep.
Yep.
I'm not sleeping because I'm worried, and yet I'm so exhausted.
Don't want to be molested by ghosts.
So you hear Father Lucian coming in and kind of checking on you, and when he comes in, you don't want to insult him, you don't want him to feel bad, so you kind of fake a snore.
Oh yeah, okay,
So
okay,
he thinks everything's okay.
okay.
So he's checked on you like twice, and so you can tell you've been laying there a long time.
Yeah.
So you're just lying there, and you're sort of looking up at the ceiling, and you're thinking, I want to go to sleep. Why can't I go to sleep?
Yeah.
And as you're laying there, your feet, they're starting to itch.
Okay.
So you kind of reach down, and you feel, and the bottom of your feet are bubbly.
Oh my god, I'm already asleep.
You can feel these bubbles
Grutz is already asleep.
that are coming out of your feet.
Wow.
You check both feet, and it's a number. It's like dozens of these little bubbles, and they're starting to swell
Okay.
and grow, and they start suddenly to pop.
Okay.
And there's pus that's starting to come out of
Okay.
this all over your hands,
Okay.
and then out of each of these starts coming a little pointed thing that's wiggling like a worm.
Yep.
It turns into what is a tentacle.
Okay.
And it's got like suckers on it, and they're sticking out and they're wriggling on your feet, and you're like, oh my
I'm
God,
gonna start
freaked
ripping
out.
them.
Yeah?
Grutz is raging. He's gonna start ripping them.
So you try to
Ooh.
stand up. You're standing up, and you're trying to. The
You're getting
bottom of your feet is all wiggly and
Yep.
squishy.
Hey, you can
and
spider
slimy.
climb.
And then they're like raw. They're painful. They're starting to like wave around, and they're trying to fight for themselves. And then suddenly, as you're stepping all on them, they're dying. They're
Yep.
starting to crunch, and they become into these dead, like scab-like tentacles.
Yep.
And you can smell them. It smells like burnt wood.
Yep.
And like it's nasty. And now you're trying to knock them off of your feet. And the more you do that, the more they seem to grow back. And there's
Yep.
dozens of them.
Yep.
And they're like through your fingers.
Does
And
he
you
feel
look up, and
pain?
there's a woman, and it's a lady.
I'm gonna punch
barbarian,
it.
And she's
I'm
standing.
punching it. I'm punching it.
She's looking at
I'm
you,
punching
and
it.
she's smiling, and she's flashing her eyes.
I'm gonna
And
punch
she's
it.
like licking her lips.
I'm punching
And
it.
she's got what?
I'm punching it.
You can't punch it.
I'm raging. I'm gonna punch
She's
it.
got a long tongue, and she's got this sweet face.
Grutz is still
And
just
as
punching.
she's looking at you, she's like looking deliciously at you. Suddenly your eyes look at you and they get all wide and strange. And you feel inside of your mouth, your teeth are starting to like crack.
Okay.
It feels like they're coming out of you.
God.
And as you start to say something to her, you spit. And some of your teeth, particles of your teeth are spitting out of your mouth. And they're falling out as you're trying to talk to her. And all of your teeth are starting to feel loose as you rub your tongue.
I didn't hear
all
no
over
bell.
them. And they start to fall out. You're spitting them out of your mouth. And all of a sudden, you get this slimy feeling growing out of your gums.
Yep.
And you can feel with your finger that there's these slimy worms
Yep.
that are coming out of you.
Yep.
You're saying, yup, yup, yup.
Yeah.
Your mouth starts to drip.
Well, once
with
one
blood.
knows something's a dream, it's not as bad anymore.
Your mouth is like dripping. There's blood all over your shirt. And you place your fingers in underneath and you're catching your teeth as they're falling out. And as you're seeing it fall out, you're looking at your nails and your nails start to loosen and fall off. And under them is like this yellow drops of slime, and blood and such. And then as you're standing there looking and you're sitting looking at your hands, suddenly all around you it's like water. And you feel you're suddenly in water.
Yep.
And you're submerged into this deep, dark water, liquid, full of liquid. And you've just got what little breath you have that you held into your mouth. And you're holding on to it as much as you can. And you start to swim. And you're trying to find the surface. You're trying to figure out which way is up. You don't know which way is up and which way is down. And you realize it's like you're almost sitting out of this yourself, looking at Grutz. He's in a big, giant glass like container. And he's like swimming. And all the people are pointing and laughing at you. It's like you're on a stage. And all the people are laughing and as they're watching you, trying to swim different ways, trying to figure out what's going on. And this every time you feel like you're going the right way, you feel like you're going the wrong way, and then all the water around you, it starts getting thicker and it turns red. And you look at your arms and you're bleeding out into the water, and the water is becoming your own blood. You can see holes in your arms where it's all coming out. You're drowning in your own blood.
Yep.
It's your own blood.
Yep.
Your lungs inside of you are exploding. You want to take a breath, but you can't breathe.
Yep.
And you're trying to wake yourself up. I need to wake up. I got to wake up. I need to take a breath of air. And you can't seem to do it. And as you're exhaling a little bit at a time, to try to reach that top of the water, you're just going a little bit out at a time. And the bubbles, they seem to go all around you. You can't tell which way is up. And then you feel like it's no longer. You have to exhale everything that's in you. And then you close your eyes because you know the next thing you're going to feel is the blood, your own blood, coming into your nose and your mouth as you inhale. Because you have no more air in you.
See, these
So
fucking
you start
bitches.
Huh?
See, these fucking bitches. I know what it is now. If it's a nightmare again, there's only one thing that we mentioned that dealt with
And you
dreams.
close your eyes and you start to feel this coming in. And then as you're feeling it come in, it turns into arms. And they're hogging you. It's these women around you.
These night hags, you know, they just love me.
There's 3 beautiful elven women who are present.
Those,
Hell yeah.
I know what
Hell
to screw
yeah.
up. I know what they are.
They're
These
pressing
fucking ugly
their
ass
naked bodies against you. One of
Heck
them-
yes.
One of them is
They're
starting to
Avatar.
rub your manhood.
They're the
And you
night
can
hags.
I can't help but feel that the blood that was all around you
Oh, yeah.
is all in you.
I'm not
As you look at
W.
them, they begin to kiss you all over. You slip one, has a
What?
slimy, pointed tongue,
Oh.
and it inserts it into your mouth.
Oh.
And then another one does it into your ear, and you look again, and these young elven girls are turned into these wrinkled, old, ugly-looking harpies. And their smell is sickening and repulsive, and their rancid skin is covered with boils.
How could you
And
let this
algae
happen?
that trickles and
Well,
drips
you know,
through
when
the
you beat up
slime.
people, the
And suddenly they're
consequences
gone, and
happen.
now you're laying back on the
That's for the
bed.
Avatar people.
You're laying on the bed, and you're lying, and it's as if your arms are bound to your side.
What the fuck is
You can't
Piddlewick
move.
doing?
You can't move. You can't move your arms.
What
You
the
can't
fuck is-
move your legs.
It's called sleep
You're
paralysis.
struggling, but you have no strength, and all you can do is twist and turn. But that is just the barest of movements that you can do. And you stare into the dark sky, and above you appears a wispy fog.
I want Piddlewick
Coalesces
to.
into this jellyfish
You're being
type of
molested
thing.
by the ghost.
No, I know
This
it's going. It's
presence
coming
is
again.
undulating and throbbing
Yeah,
deep
being
inside.
molested again.
You can see 2 bloodshot eyes that are looking at you. And then you hear this voice in your head, and it says, "Your judgment is nigh, priestly one. Never has your body, mind, or soul ever been so accountable. You have been chosen by your own accord. You sought me. I have only had you for one enjoyable round." Turn the page. Says fight. "You have yet to endure the worst of your own hell. You squirm and writhe as a pathetic worm in your own perdition.
I would prefer to torment you much longer, but not so. Events are moving quickly. These eyes are
Well, maybe it is
piercing into
Strahd.
you. These eyes are piercing into you. Time
I thought
is
it was
short,
the nice checks.
and this, my only last visit with you, perhaps. You must make a choice. It is a simple choice. 3 tasks you must perform. Each is a simple action. You must take these actions, and you must abide by the developments. I will tell you each action and when it is to be performed. Instructions will be clear and concise. If you do not follow them all, the sacrifice is your cause. Do you agree to this bargain?
Wait, the sacrifice is your cause. The fuck is a cause? Like, what cause?
So whatever he sacrifices, it's your fault.
So, what? I'm being blackmailed to do 3 tasks by some mysterious ghost who's
Yes.
been molesting me at night? Is that big?
But it's Kavan. You're being haunted by Kavan.
I don't
If you
fucking know.
pass on these tasks, you are guaranteed no longer than a fortnight of life.
So that's like 2 weeks.
I think they're
What?
making an offer that they can probably fix what's going on with you if you follow through on the task they're giving you.
I mean, what choice do I have? Right?
Have you ever thirsted for water? Your belly growled for sustenance?
Yeah.
Neither of those compares to the impairment of sleep. No rest will come to you. Your body deprived of rest, it requires to coordinate your muscles and your mind to make decisions. Your memory will become mush and your errors mount. Your judgment, speech, and reaction and concentration slowly become dormant. You will never sleep again, and I guarantee you will die.
Well, death is the ultimate form of sleep. So that's actually not
Do you
true.
want to live?
Yeah, I want to live. Who wouldn't want to live?
Have you ever seen someone who likes sleep for days and
Yeah.
days?
Yeah.
All I ask of you is 3 tasks.
What are the 3
Very
tasks?
simple. You will learn when the time is right.
Okay. Well,
Very soon. Do you agree?
I agree to hear the 3 tasks. Yeah.
Do you agree to them? I will not be telling you.
That's like the most
Time
bullshit thing ever.
It's basically you die or you do 3 tasks.
Sure, I agree. There's no other choice. I agree. It's not like you giving me a choice. You're busting my balls.
Soon you will have completed these endeavors, and we will part sadly. I will talk to you again
Okay.
when the time is nigh.
Okay.
As you're looking there,
It's okay. If it's anything bad, I'll slit my throat.
you you feel on your arm a slice of your body and your blood,
Yeah.
and some of your skin is peeled off.
Yeah.
You will never leave me. I have part of you, and it is all that I need.
That's okay. Look. If there's any bad dealings, Grutz just gonna kill himself immediately. I'm gonna kill myself immediately.
No,
Alright.
don't. I got
Alright.
an
All
idea.
right.
No Sudoku in D&D.
Well, if Grutz is a good character, he cannot do bad things. If he does a
gotta
bad
wait,
thing, Grutz will make it. What?
We just gotta wait, right?
I guess.
The voice says,
Let's
to
see what
you,
the task is.
When you awake, a letter. This letter must be delivered to
Okay.
the Coffin Maker.
That's the first objective. Okay.
The letter is on the table next to me.
Okay.
Deliver it. To
Okay.
The coffin.
Can I look at it?
I forgot to print it.
Oh my god!
So I will write it. I have to handwrite it, but yes, you can.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, don't say that. If he doesn't clearly tell you it, then you can easily sneak at it.
Level up.
Okay.
Okay.
So now you have the choice. You fall into a deep, deep sleep. You wish to remain there.
Nope.
You're gonna wake up.
No, you should fall into a sleep.
Okay, I'll fall asleep. Why not?
That way you don't have your exhaustion.
Yeah, I'll fall to sleep.
All right.
This
Now
is bullshit. Grutz is being bullied. This is bullshit.
There's a reason. But you are now part of the pack.
Danger.
Okay. All right.
You never
So-
like in Ravenloft. You never get a choice. It's your choices are
Well, you got a choice.
die or joy.
You could have sped up the game and tried to complete whatever you needed to complete in 2 weeks, right?
I guess.
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll
Looks
see.
like number 1 isn't that so tough, right?
I guess.
It's to deliver the Coffin Maker.
It's all good though.
Okay.
Grutz stands by his principles.
All right. So now we're going to go to the locker house. By the way, you guys were leaving the crypt, right?
Yeah.
So what happened to him happened while you were down in the crypt. How
Okay.
convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah. How convenient. All right.
Piddlewick saw.
Yeah, but Piddlewick's a lying sack of shit.
Piddlewick saw. He was there with me the whole time.
He's
Sure.
gonna do a little dance while you try and explain to everybody what happened. He's just gonna fucking mock you the whole time.
Yeah,
Plus, the guy never told me I didn't have to say anything.
You know what the one thing
There's
I
several
should've
things he didn't
done?
add in the
Oh
clause.
no, Randolph is dead. Never mind.
Several things he never said I couldn't do, which is pretty funny.
I was gonna say my character could have probably have actually communicated with Fiddlewick, my old one, because he can read thoughts.
Is that right?
Yeah, my old character.
I don't know about that.
Your character's
When
dead.
did I do that?
Yeah, he's dead. So
Robots can't think.
Okay.
He's a construct.
if he
He
has a
has a soul.
consciousness,
That's disgusting and he needs to be killed
So
immediately.
we're going to go back to where we left off last time.
We made a
Get
toast.
there to it. Okay, that's-
I was most likely Strahd.
All
now
right.
that I'm thinking about
So
it.
this is the study or the parlor area that you're in with.
Should have bought me dinner before he fucked me.
Okay, so you have toasted, and as you're completing your toast, Lady Walker, you see the fog is still coming out of the mirror. You want to look into the mirror?
Sure, why not?
All you see is fog, and
I'm gonna poke it.
Moon
are you going to poke the fog?
I'm gonna poke it. I'm gonna poke
Okay,
the mirror.
you can poke the fog.
I'm gonna poke the mirror.
You're going to poke the mirror. As you
Yeah.
reach to poke the mirror, it's just dark. Your hand goes through.
Oh, woo, woo, pull him back
As your
out.
hand goes in, your hand disappears.
I'm pulling out.
Your hand comes out.
I'm gonna pull
Pull
him
him back in.
You put your hand back in, you put your hand back out, shake it all about. Yeah.
You put my head in.
You put your head in, it's all darkness.
Pull it right out.
Okay. You pull it out.
Well, that was now worth it.
This fog is still coming in, but it's starting to dissipate.
I got my head out of there.
Well,
while I
if you
could.
look at the time, I think it might be time
Yeah,
for
Jiminy
us to
Carlyle is
leave.
exactly at the time where he's got to go take a fat shit.
so
Bye.
So Lady Doctor says,
Hmm.
would you like something to eat?
Oh no, I'm so stuffed. Oh gosh, I'm just so god.
I eat
you know.
bugs.
Oh, I don't have any of those.
Yeah,
Well,
it's okay. I
I
have
I can
bugs.
send Ernst out to
It's
get
okay. I got some.
We've already got dinner dates with a big young stud named Grutz. He's trying to join the White Rose. You know how it is, right?
Grutz is the leader of the White Rose.
Interviews. You know how it
Well,
is,
I know
right?
about the rose.
Yeah, Jiminy, he's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
leader.
yeah. No, he's not. Shut
So-
the hell up!
so-
Why do you give away everything?
I'm the secretary.
I'm leaving. I'm just walking out of this place. This is bullshit. All he does is give away all our
He knows
secrets.
He's the leader.
Yeah, she doesn't know he's the leader.
Grutz spouts he's the leader everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
do.
that doesn't mean that she knows. She just heard the White Rose. She knows the members. Yeah, Jiminy Carlyle's getting the hell out of here. Bye. Jiminy's walking right out. Jiminy does not care anymore. Yeah, Jiminy's gone.
What happened?
Jiminy's scared.
Should've been- yeah, it shouldn't be because Jimmy doesn't know anything else of what happened with other people.
It doesn't, but Jiminy didn't trust her from the beginning. That's why he was trying to
Oh,
woo her.
you were all over.
I was simping. I was simping for sure, but I also
Yeah.
wanted to get the fuck out of there.
No, you weren't looking to do
I
that.
only got dragged into this bullshit because she pulled me out of the fucking window. I tried to
That's
let
true.
go. You can go back and see. I let go. I wanted to let go of that window the minute I saw her goddamn face.
All right.
I wanted to be with him.
So she says, when will I hear from you next?
Oh, you know, here and there, there's an owl, there's a
Probably
crow.
in the
it-
next
you know.
fortnight,
Now,
maybe.
Yeah. Fortnite.
Fortnite, that's
Yeah, well,
2 weeks.
No, we'll see you in Fortnite. You know the game where you did the
Oh,
we'll see you there.
maybe in a day
later
or
on,
two.
You know? Yeah, a day.
We
maybe
need
two.
a time. We need some time to talk with our comrades.
Maybe 3, maybe a month. You know, you never know. Maybe a year, couple of years, maybe I don't. I mean, you know, maybe the downfall of he who must not be named. Right.
Good time. May I suggest,
Oh no! We're supposed to be at the festival. We're the great heroes. We got to smile for everybody. When we smile, they smile, right?
As we talked,
I'm not
the
sure.
festival means nothing.
I thought it was. I thought
Yeah,
it
but
was
they like it,
mad.
right? Everybody likes it, right? Everybody's got festival, right?
We talked about
It's
that.
not.
I'm very uncertain. about
Yeah.
it.
Alright,
Yeah.
well, let's see
Details.
you do it.
Yeah, right. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. We got places to go, people to see.
And, so as you're walking out with her, you see, I don't want to bring him in, but you see coming in through the area is Ernst.
Oh, Jesus
And
Christ.
you recognize him from the Blue Water Tavern, and he sees you and he says, "Oh, hello.
Hello.
How are you?"
Hello.
Says, what happened to? Let me ask you, what happened to one of your gentlemen? I hear something bad has happened to you.
One of them died.
And Fiona's looking at you.
Oh yes, one of them passed away.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, got eaten by a frog.
Yeah, there's
You
a
got
big
eaten by a
frog.
frog?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know,
I think it was called the Git Rog. Or Grit Rog.
Oh, I've heard
They mind
Narcissus.
control.
Yes, we've heard tales, fables, and that.
Oh
yes.
no, there weren't
Not
fables.
Tales, not Fables. He's dead. Dead for reals.
There's 4 of them. Was there 4 or
There's
3 of them?
4 of them.
There's
Yeah, it was
babies.
4.
There was babies, there was daddies, there was mommies. There's too many of them, you know.
So that's why they were cheering you? You killed this rock frog?
We
Well,
free
they should.
toad.
It's
It's
for
a
many other
bog
reasons.
rog or whatever the hell it's
I mean,
called.
I heard the noise.
We free toad.
A git rog. It was a git rog.
Okay.
Yeah, he just said it.
So Ernst says, so he's dead, huh?
Yep.
He's
Gone. Well, there could be more. You never know, but if there was 4, there could be more.
Lady Fiona says, the reason I ask is I passed him a comment. And she looks and she says, it's all right. I've been conversing with W and with Jimmy.
Yeah.
And we have talked.
Yeah, we're in the circle now, bud.
He says, sir.
Yeah, the circle.
She looks at you. Huh?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You're not good. He can't. You can't say that stuff. You're not supposed to know anything. Yeah.
What? No, I
He
don't.
wasn't there. He wasn't there.
I don't know
He
anything.
wasn't there when he was spying.
For the most part,
Yeah,
I
I
know,
had no
I know
idea.
there's skeletons and a cult in the basement. That's
no,
it.
No, you don't know
You're not
that.
supposed
Your
to
character
know.
doesn't know
You
that.
don't
Yeah,
know
no.
You've
I know.
been there. That's
No,
not
He-
yeah.
he
well,
meant-
I'm not going off
He
of
meant
that.
No, he meant
metaphorically a
metaphorically
circle.
we're in the circle with
Like a
her.
group
Yeah,
of
we're in a circle,
people.
you know? We're in a group. We're in people. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You're
So-
misinterpreting me.
Okay.
That's
So-
on you. That's not on me.
So she's just gonna. if
It's
you're
a phrase,
just
a
Yeah.
She's gonna say thank you very much.
It's a
for your help,
wording.
And I look to hear from you very soon.
Yes.
And,
Yeah. Sure.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You
sure.
too.
All right.
Jimmy's waddling out of there, getting the hell out.
All right. So
I don't
you
trust her. I don't trust her food. She may be sexy, but that doesn't. That's
All
it.
right. So what do you want to do?
Run.
We're gonna go.
Okay, run.
Well, we're gonna go to the Blue Water Inn.
Okay.
Because I think that's where we're sleeping. I'm
Man, you
assuming
thought you think
everyone
you
else
can
is
trust the
sleeping.
father. Grutz are gonna have some word with the father tonight when Grutz wakes up.
Here, let me do this. I think I have. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So I can just show the end. All right. So you go into. Actually, I probably should show. Those don't look so good. Those are some pictures.
What are you laughing
And there's
at?
one of your.
I realized I could do something that's kind of cheap.
What?
Oh, nothing. You figure out.
What does that mean? Do what you want to do.
No, I just thought of something, but I can't do it right now.
So let me pull up the end. Well, I don't know what to say, so it's up to you. We're not at you yet, so
Yeah.
we'll wait to get to you. Sometimes this does this. It's so hard to get to. So you can get to the thing because this is all in the way. Oh, God damn it. Let me do this. Okay. All right. Hopefully this has been set up.
Hmm.
So,
It's okay. But I was just gonna go to sleep.
well, okay. Well,
'Cause
as
it's
you go
nighttime.
into the inn, so it's you and Jiminy, W and Jiminy? Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're crossing to go through, you see over in the corner, which I thought I had placed, but I do not. So you see at a table is sitting Irina, and
Oh.
she's at a table, and across from her is a very handsome gentleman, and they're sitting like at a corner table, and you can tell they're chatting and they're drinking. They're drinking out of some glasses, and you can tell they're working on their second bottle. Do you want to go over to them?
Yeah.
Or do you want to? Okay. So Irina sees you as you're coming. You can see she's laughing and such. And Vasily sees you as well. He stands up and says, "Hello.
Hello.
Would you like to join us?
Yes.
Please join us for a drink. I have some very special wine for you.
Oh yeah.
And so he says, yes, I have brought some of the Red Dragon.
Ooh, I heard that was really good wine.
Yes, it's very good. He says, let me pour for you.
Thank you so much.
So as you're looking, roll a perception. He's starting to pour for you. Roll perception very quickly. As you're looking-
16.
Okay, both of you see it out on the table as you're looking, and he's pouring into some of the glasses. There's several glasses there, but you see on the table a bottle, and you see on the side of the bottle it says Champagne du Stomp.
Du stomp.
Silly says, this, he's pouring this dragon, this red dragon. He says, this is from Purple Dragon, Smash is what it's called. This is from my private collection.
Oh,
So
thank you.
I'm more than happy to share some time with you. And he says, they're talking, he says, we've been talking about the city of Perez. I've been educating Irina on the lore of the town called Perez. Have you heard of Perez?
I have not.
I've given her a book that you can read. We've been talking about it because it used to be a center of trade. And she has been talking about how she was never able to get out. And we both confirm that as nobles of our areas, it's very difficult for us to, get out and about
And explore the area.
explore the area. So where is my book? Goddamn. Excuse me while I look for it. Here it is.
Detect evil.
I'm not N.
Oh, that's true.
I'm W.
Shoot some sunlight at him.
Yeah, I heard it.
What? Detect? Go ahead. Do you want to detect?
I can't detect evil. I'm
Shoot
not the
some sunlight.
paladin.
Oh, you're not in.
Shoot
He's
some
telling
sunlight.
me to shoot some sunlight at him.
Do it.
Do you have some sunlight?
Do
No.
your magic. Do your magic.
Oh, you know what? We should have asked what time of day you can pick up Irina too.
Well, it doesn't matter. Strahd can travel day and
Oh,
night
that's
here.
true. That's true. That's right.
Here.
Fuck.
Strahd controls the weather.
Day and night.
You can make it cloudy.
It's
A
cloudy.
little something for you to read when you get a chance.
Thank you.
So he says,
Now I
so
know
how
it's
do you like? How do you like? I hear you have cleared up the stockyard.
Yes,
An
yes.
Incident.
There was
Irina
a
is telling me
Vistani attack.
a lot of interesting information about you, the White Rose and the team. She's been sharing your adventures and things that you have done. My hat's off to you.
Thank you.
It's easy to see that, the things that you have accomplished here in just a few days you've been here. Obviously, you are a group that is well trained and works well together and can complete
For the
these
most part,
tasks.
yes.
Not a problem for you. I can see that. We've been Irina says, "Oh, he told me the funniest story about a man who was digging his garden and he was going to bury potatoes and he was wanting to plant potatoes and then he was digging up gold and he didn't understand, so he kept taking the gold and having it to the church and to people and then digging, and he wanted to put the potatoes in and gold coming up, and he just kept handing it out. And then he learned it was his son. All the money that his son had earned, he was burying it in the garden, and he did
Oh,
not
that's
know about
funny.
it. So he was handing away all his son's money. Yeah, very foolish, very funny. She says. So anyway,
Why wouldn't the
Vasily
son
says-
tell him?
Huh?
Why wouldn't the son tell him? You think the son would come back to check one day?
It's
Be like,
just a
hey,
funny
what the?
story? He says.
Huh?
He says it's a funny story. He says, who knows if it's true or not. He says, well,
Sound like idiots.
I'm an accountant here. I was talking to Irina.
Is his name Steve?
Ted.
Huh?
Oh, it's not Steve.
Who's Steve?
Ted, you remember we mentioned the whole accounting thing that
Yeah,
last session?
If
Where Strahd has an accountant.
Yeah,
and
Oh, okay.
Ted
There you
Bishop.
go.
Ted Bishop.
He says, I assist with many of the shops in the Baron with their finances and their taxes. But he's just talking to you about
His name is Vasily, right?
Vasily.
Okay.
Vasili.
I don't trust a Vasily in this city. I don't trust him.
So is there anything you want to ask him? Of course you don't trust anybody.
How long have
Well, it's not my fault being molested by the Dark Lord himself at night.
He specifically interacting with Irina.
Yeah, that's
he
suspicious.
okay, I'll say it again. Do you want to ask that? He says, the reason I'm talking to Irina is because we're both nobles. and we have problems with the being. It's not all it is cracked up to be. Living as a
It's
noble,
difficult.
It's rather a bore. It's
Hmm.
rather boring.
Hmm.
You have to spend most of your time helping everybody in the town.
You know what else is boring? Being a 790-year-old vampire noble who has nothing better to spend his
Okay.
time.
All right.
How long
Are
have
you going
you-
to say that to him?
No.
You want to accuse him?
No, I'm
To
just
you.
gonna say, how long have you lived in Wallachia? Have you always been here?
Yeah, all my life. You can ask anyone. They're all aware of me. I have a house down around the corner. I have a butler. His name is Param.
I have a question.
That's how you lose friends.
Are you on the Baron's side or Lady Voctor's side?
Oh, that's a good question.
I know, like, the nobles and
I
stuff,
try to
there's
stay out of
royalists
the
and
politics.
loyalists.
Oh.
But I admit I'm concerned by the cruel and unusual society that the Baron Valakovich has created.
Oh, see, that's even more suspicious. She's on Team Strahd. Oh.
I thought about seeking some means to understand his regime and perhaps see if there was a way we could improve it. But I don't have the courage to do it myself, and I do not have the connections. So I've sort of kept my intentions to myself. I don't want to be purported.
No, that
Do
makes
you have
sense.
an opinion?
I just wanted to see where you lie as one of the nobles.
Have you talked to Lady Falk?
I did.
You did. She
I
is,
did. We were
oh,
just
I'm
speaking
surprised.
with her.
Oh, what about?
We were trying to see more or less like what both sides of the party is offering, because I think she
They
wants
hate each
to.
other.
Yeah,
Obviously, they hate
and
each
what
other.
they support.
I understand that Lady Wagner tried to extend a hand to Vargas and offered to wed her daughter to his son. But
Your daughter's not doing very well.
yes, that's what I hear. Although I don't know any of the specifics, but apparently she doesn't want anything to do with him. Yes.
Yeah.
So he says, so as a rose, we were expecting the blue rose to come through.
I know,
Irina
we've heard.
telling the stories of you.
You got an
came-
upgrade.
You came the other way. And
We
you were the
have.
white rose.
We came the other way.
Were you aware of the blue rose?
I was not told that the blue rose was going to be there.
I'm getting real sick of these guys stealing
I-
my thunder.
The town is on pins and needles because we know the story of the League of Roses as you are the extension of Van Richten, the
Yes.
famous vampire hunter. Many in this town believe he will come and redeem us
Ooh.
and will kill Strahd.
Ooh. Ooh.
Well, it's a little
You're
chilly
saying,
for that.
Oh,
you're saying woo-ah?
what? Huh?
You're saying
No-
woo-ah?
nothing.
Why?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
You know him?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you wanted to say something, huh, buddy? Tell everyone, tell the whole world,
Let
huh?
me ask. You've met him, right?
Oh, sure.
Uh,
Yeah.
Have I met him?
Not
No,
not
I have not
personally.
met him.
No.
Not personally.
I haven't met him personally.
Oh, how did you get recruited?
Oh, you know
Some
what?
guy named Chives.
Only
best friend
Ann has
again.
seen him.
No, so me
Out
and
of everyone
Jiminy
left.
actually came together
Yeah.
because I was looking for my brother. So I found a hunter / tracker
That's
to
right.
figure out where my brother was.
That's right. It's me.
And we found out my brother was part of the Rose, so I just kind of joined up with him.
Exactly.
Who is your brother?
N, the paladin, big guy with the red and purple armor.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
the one with the.
Yeah.
Oh, he wears armor. I need to remember to talk to you about that.
What?
I was talking to Irina. Perhaps I can get your help, and you and he can benefit. But let me talk about it to you now, since we brought
Okay.
it up. I'm glad we brought it up. You see, one of my clients, a Valachian merchant named Zenya Romanov, he recently vanished along the old Slavic road on the way to Kresk. Irina mentioned you were going to Kresk.
Yes.
This merchant, he has a ledger detailing her transactions and accounts that Vasily I need badly for my records. I would like to task you to seek his caravan and gain back those ledgers and those accounts for me. And I need them very quickly,
Okay.
like within the day if possible, because I have to travel to the village and I need my ledgers.
Okay.
Let me tell you though, Irina was talking to me and telling me about some of the things that have happened to you. We've gotten very comfortable, so I hope to make sure that this does not insult you. But she says you were robbed by the Vistani.
Yes, we were.
Yes, they're mongrels.
My brother wasn't robbed. He joined. He came
has,
first.
He has the armor.
Yes.
Well, it so happens that one of the guards of this caravan, his name was let me look it up here, Eliacho, and I am told he wore an enchanted suit of armor, and it has like a firewall that comes out of it. It's magical. So perhaps either you or him, your brother, could wear this armor.
Yeah.
And it is magical. And Irina is telling me that a lot of the weapons you have are just iron weapons.
Yeah.
He also had a sword.
Oh.
And that sword was, he pulled it out and he is able to fight with it. And I hear it has electrical charge.
Whoa.
So that could be of use to you. And if you can find this caravan and my ledgers, anything, those weapons, they mean nothing to you. They're yours.
Yeah.
And even in fact, I tell you, if there's any
maybe
money,
that's it.
you can take the money too.
Are you
I
sure?
think
Oh, yes, of course.
Strahd was helping
Okay.
me, I
The
guess,
books.
the head,
That's
The
what you
ledgers
need.
are
He gave me a
very
lot,
valuable and important to me. They are worth money. In fact,
which is
I will pay
interesting.
each of you 10 gold. So this is very, very profitable for you. But you need to do it like immediately. I need to send you out on the road
Okay.
immediately, like tomorrow.
Yeah, that would work
It would
for
be
us.
benefit you.
Yeah.
It benefit you.
Where are we going
So
tomorrow?
your brother can wear what he has, and me. He looks at Jimmy. Well, not him,
Excuse me,
but
what?
maybe you
Huh?
can wear that armor.
Shame on you.
Well,
Assumptions, huh? You think I can't wear armor?
Jimmy, maybe you could use sword.
Oh, I know I can use a sword. I use a sword.
There you
right
go, you
straight out
could
of
use
the
the
yeah,
sword.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's probably as big as you, but it's a short sword.
Don't worry.
But I figure,
I've had a bit more
I figure
bigger.
you need to gain back weapons.
Yes, we do.
So-
Me and my
Yeah.
other comrades, other than my brother, we sort of lost all of our stuff.
Well, if you can wear armor, or
I can
maybe,
wear armor.
maybe he decides his armor is better, and he keeps it, and you sell the other. You can sell.
Yeah.
But has a like
No, anything magical is very valuable.
Yes. So I would appreciate it if you
Yeah.
could do that. Thank you
I'll
very
talk
much.
with my
Irina-
comrades
So
tomorrow.
Irina looks at you all and kind of winks, like, she's like, you can tell she's like, I'm trying to help.
Mhm.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, she would help more if she stayed in one fucking place. And
So
didn't
you're
Stop
gonna
running.
yell at her?
No,
Go
I
ahead,
don't
yell
think
at her.
I don't think this guy's a bad guy.
I don't care, man. This girl's an idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Sometimes you just gotta.
Exactly.
No,
Sometimes you just gotta do what
actually,
you're fucking told.
what I will say is I'll say Irina.
Fucking low IQ moments.
I'm just gonna tell her about Isaac with that guy there. I'm gonna say
Okay.
everything.
Of course he is.
Okay, so you're
And I'm
tell her the
gonna
whole
I'm
plot
gonna
and
tell
this
her
whole
that Isaac has a
she's
love
going to-
potion made for
thing.
you.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I want you to
already
be
knew
careful.
this.
No,
knew
she
some
doesn't
of
know
it,
that
but-
the love potion is officially made now.
Oh, okay.
So she's going to say, do you think that Isaac can't go into the church?
No.
Of course
I
can
think
come and
he
get
could
me
come
there.
in the church, but it has from what
I think
what we
I
were
have to
told.
do is I have to stay with you.
I think what is the case is that you have to accept the doll from him and you have to drink the liquid. But if you don't accept that stuff, then it should be okay.
But
Okay?
he can force her to accept
But he
that.
can force you to accept them. So
I
maybe
won't.
you should travel
I'll
with
do-
us
you know
for
what I'll
a
do?
little bit.
Kill myself.
Don't kill yourself.
See, that's what Grutz was gonna do.
I'll kill myself. I don't want to be around
It's a
him at
great
all.
answer.
I don't want to be near him. I don't want to be. You're near the.
The crab claw.
He's
The really
possessed-
big crab claw.
he's
Just
possessed
say
by
it.
the devil.
It's so satisfying to say. Crab claw.
I want to eat it. Grutz still wants to eat
So
it.
she says,
It's
"Don't
official.
worry, I will not accept it."
I just want you to be careful. If worse comes to worse, maybe you can travel with us and we'll probably keep you safer than anything.
Yes, that's what I believe.
Hmm.
But I do have my sword. But my intent is to give you my sword.
Oh,
You all will need my sword. As long as better than me. As long as I have something to fight with.
yes.
Holy shit.
Right?
Grutz wants the sword.
You can have the electric sword.
Yeah, Grutz wants the sword.
Wait a minute, Jimmy wanted. You already said Jimmy could have the electric sword.
I don't
So,
know anymore.
This is bullshit. Can you just take it
So,
from Jiminy?
Vasily says to you, Irina was telling me about Strahd and her concerns with him. I commend you all for defending him. You know about vampires? Are you aware of their?
I am aware of them. My brother has fought them. I have not personally
Okay,
fought them.
if you know Van Richten, he must have educated you on vampires, right?
Sure.
He has.
I know you must kill where they sleep. Destroy where they sleep if you kill them, because they could come back. Yeah.
This is Van Ritten's guide to Ravenloft.
Wow, look at this, Van Richten. Thank you. Let's go to the page of Strahd. Thank you, Van Richten.
No.
I know you must destroy where they
He
sleep.
says, I am currently reading his book, The Guide to Vampire Hunting.
Oh,
Wow.
what a surprise! I am too.
Could we?
Not
No,
that
we do
one.
not.
The one you gave.
Could we?
That one I'm in trouble.
Could we have a copy of that book, or could I read the
Absolutely.
copy?
I believe if the bookmaster does not have it down, come to my house.
Okay.
And if I am not there, Bram will give you.
Okay.
I will give him directions to give it to you. But I'm studying the enemy. I can offer you some advice if you want.
Yes.
Did you know vampires don't live forever? That is, they only age at 1/10 of the rate of a human.
That means he's getting fucking nearly dead at his current age.
He's very old.
So he's
That's
technically
why
like
they
70.
call him ancient. Yes, yeah. He's very old.
Yeah, but
Balding hair.
I doubt
So
that
every
the
10 years that
mist
pass,
would.
they only grow 1 year older. There's something called half vampires. They only age at 1/5.
A dampier.
Did you know that crosses in holy water do not hurt them? That is
Dampiers.
that is a false, according to Van Richten, and neither does this garlic.
The fuck? Running water. I thought running water does affect them.
I know it crosses in holy water.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that they can enter churches?
I did not know that.
They don't turn other people into vampires by drinking them dry. They pump them full of their own blood. So it's like they spit it back into them.
Some fucking.
It's giving them their blood. That's why they will often slice their arms or, their
And
chest
have them drink.
and have them drink from them. So even if he were to bite someone, does not necessarily mean they will be a vampire. Did you know that if they drink the blood of a dog or a cat, or certain animals like monkeys or snakes, that it will make them sick and it can even kill them?
Oh.
This is according to Van Richten.
So if Grutz
boss.
eats enough monkeys and snakes.
I just want to make a point that his
There is a
arm got
monkey in
sliced.
town.
So all we have to do is cover ourselves
I
in.
just want to make a point that Grutz's arm just got sliced by a random dude in the middle of the night.
Damn.
Yeah, but
Looks like you're
Grut's
one of
not a
his-
vampire.
Yeah, that's if you
Not
get blood
yet.
in.
He's gonna turn into
That's
one.
if you get blood
No,
in,
that's
not
if
out.
you drink
You have to
the
drink
Yeah, you have to
vampire
drink the
vampire
blood.
blood.
What happened?
They
He
sliced
was
himself.
asleep though.
Grutz was not fucking
You
asleep. He
don't know
saw
if
it
you- I mean,
happen.
there was blood in your dream. You were drowning
But
in
you were
it.
asleep. You were
Okay.
running.
This is fucking bullshit.
I don't know.
Grutz didn't sign up for this shit.
Grutz sounded like a vampire all of a sudden.
Don't worry, Grutz is the second
Grutz is
Grutz.
having- Grutz is
The
having dreams
second
of
Grutz
blood.
gets a bad order, he's doing exactly what Irina said. He's slitting his own throat.
Yeah. Or he's
So he's been
enacting
talking, he
Strahd's
says,
will.
So he's just chatting.
Grutz has the balls
You
to
have
do it.
any lore that you can provide about vampires? You are this great hunter.
Just the one where if you destroyed their coffin or where they sleep after you kill them, if you don't destroy it, they could come back.
Exactly.
That's how they
I believe
regenerate.
you have to stake them,
Yes.
which keeps them in the coffin, and then you either have to
Burn
burn
the coffin.
them or decapitate.
Yeah.
But I understand.
I would say, are you talking about 2E vampires? You'd have a 5E vampires. They're kind of different.
I understand Strahd is different, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you plan to go after him?
It's,
Oh, we're gonna murk that sucker.
You're gonna what?
Murk that sucker.
I didn't say it.
Merc?
Eh.
Wow. Don't know what that means.
Take it to Pound Town, if you know what I mean.
I didn't
people
say
of
it.
This town are looking for a savior like you.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Do not
Jiminy
tell
Carlyle.
anyone
Oh.
that is your plan.
Oh, ooh, ooh.
Especially do not tell any burgomaesters.
No, we won't.
because they are set in their ways with their powers.
Yeah, sure.
They
And
are
if we
established.
destroy what power
He kinda looks
that
at Irene.
it ruins
Irene's
their
kinda
powers.
looking at him like, and he says, "I'm sorry, my dear, but your father had pact with Strahd. We all know. He gave one.
See, Strahd.
One.
Once you
soul
take their leader away, they don't have
every
power
4
per se.
months. She's kind of looking at him. You can see she's kind of. He says,
True,
Bogdanovich did this. They all have their setup. So, but you know, spies are everywhere. Be careful, especially be careful of this time.
I know. I'm sure. I
They are
believe some
close
of them
to
are
you.
their friends. Yeah.
Very close.
Bullshit.
You need to worry about them. Watch out. Well, I appreciate that he says, I need to excuse myself, but I appreciate that. Do you mind taking Irina back to the church?
No, we'll take her back.
I would escort her, but I am no, I'm no strong man. And we've been having a good time. And Irina says, I think I appreciate everything that you have done, Vasily. Thank you for
See, by
helping
mentioning
us."
Strahd, it was a huge turnoff. So
Well, she's kind of like, you can tell she's kind of like gotten kind of a little sour because
Yeah.
of his talk of her father.
I would too.
And he says,
I'd be a
I
little
don't mean to
pissed.
offend, but I can tell.
You
But
did.
he messed
dinner
up.
tomorrow
He
night,
messed up.
Fucked up.
perhaps I have all of you together.
He
We'll
messed
have
up.
dinner tomorrow night here at the inn, and I will buy for you.
Okay.
Oh, of course. Yes. Jimmy loves free dinner.
You love a free dinner.
Yes,
You
of
look like
course.
you
Yes,
do.
of course.
You look like you do.
Hope you have enough. Hope you have enough money for all of this.
I want to make it bigger for you.
Oh,
How's
yeah,
that?
yeah,
The
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
the better.
The
I
bodies-
agree. I agree.
His body's a temple.
Jiminy,
So he says,
Jiminy Carlyle is
"I will
peak
excuse
protection.
myself. Thank you. So he stands up and he puts his hat on.
Is he gonna turn into bats or?
Yeah, he's gonna turn into a bat.
He's gonna turn into a bat.
He's gonna fly away.
Technically, if he is Strahd, we would technically have the dinner party tomorrow night.
Yeah.
That's,
That's
your dinner
true,
party.
yeah.
There you go. Now, that's how he gets around the cook.
Exactly.
So he's gonna take his leave and he walks off, and Arena's looking at him, and she says, "We were getting along so well," and he says that. It's almost
That's right. That's right.
It's
Never
an insult.
Never trust people.
insulting
Huh.
my father.
New
Why?
rule. Never trust anyone.
He was so charming and so nice.
Yeah.
I think
He gave
people
me so
just
much
have
information.
different
Aren't they all?
views.
God damn it.
I think people just have different views on things. So
Some people don't like burgers. It's okay.
So people like hot dogs.
Some people like hot dogs. Some people like chicken nuggets. I like it all.
We'll take
Jiminy
you
Carlyle.
back.
I think I need to go to sleep.
yeah, we'll take you
Sure,
back.
yeah.
Besides, we should
Yeah.
check on Grutz. I feel
Yeah, something like
Sweet.
that.
You fucking sleep.
Yeah. We need to. Let's go talk
So
to
you're
her.
gonna take her back to the church?
Yeah.
Okay. So you will walk her back, and I think right now we'll quickly stop for dessert, and then we're gonna see where you guys want to go after this. You may just want to sleep, get your rest, but we'll find out in about 10 minutes.
That's one job.
One job to what?
He fucking
And he
watched
effed it up?
Grutz. Watch Grutz sleep. What did the father do? Not do it.
So it's ice cream in here.
I'm looking at the map.
Don't you have a better map?
Oh, I have a better map, but I'm looking at a map here
For the world.
for the world
You gotta click your mic.
because
It's blinking.
I was looking for
Blinky.
the hill with like a tree on it. The only tree I can find is that one, but it's not a hill.
I probably need to turn it up a little. I
I
noticed.
think that's where you need to go though.
What there?
Yeah,
What about here?
it might be there.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we're on. Whoops. Welcome back. Sorry. I didn't realize we were rolling. Okay.
We're rolling.
Let's see.
Such excitement.
So I guess we'll just keep rolling around.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're at the, well, let's just head over to the imp,
Yeah.
little Mr. Imp, who has been spending his time with
Victor.
Victor.
Yeah.
So your last week where you were looking over his shoulder
Yeah.
and he was writing some stuff.
He was doing his dream diary.
And,
Yeah, it's
So
maybe it's like his research analysis thing where he's like,
so you can see him sort of lean back. He's kind of stretching and he's kind of rubbing his head. And he's like, see,
Darn. It's just frustrated. What to do?
Just imagine if you hear the voice. Frustrated
man.
match.
You can tell he's looking through the book. And you can
Sounds
tell
a book like the
it's
Necronomicon.
It's like a no, but it's obviously
Human skin in the cover.
It's like skin. It's skin. It's all right. But it's like he's just like reading through passages. It's just written text,
Mhm.
but you can see there's some symbology and symbols in there and things like that. You don't recognize them
Okay.
because of your role.
Okay. I'm gonna tell the imp. Is there like wood beams on the top of the attic?
Yes.
I'm gonna have it perch up on one of those
I'm gonna
beams.
hang upside down. Like,
Yeah, yeah. And then
Strahd.
it's gonna wait until I'm gonna tell it to let me know when the boy goes to sleep or leaves the room.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and speed it up for you a little bit so we can continue
Okay.
with what you're doing. So after some time, he gets up and he walks around, he does some more reading, and he does a little bit more but writing, but not much. And then I'm just going to say he turns in, there's a bed in this room. So he'll go ahead and lay down.
Okay. I'm gonna
One of the
have.
things that happens, though, that you see
Hmm.
is, might as well, is that the figure of the cat skeleton, it gets up, and it
Oh, that's
jumps
cool.
down onto the
That is
ground,
cool.
and it walks around, and it
Use
kind of curls around,
necromancy.
and it kind of goes through some of the things like a cat would do. So it's a skeleton
Maybe he's
cat.
trying to bring back St.
It's an
Andrew.
actual cat.
I think he's trying to bring back St. Andrew.
Yeah. Okay. What are the? Can you give me a description of the bones that he's that's nearby on the table or anything?
They're just like animal bones. They look smaller.
Okay. He's definitely doing necromancy. Can you describe? You know the book he was reading through. Is there any like thing on like the cover? Like, is there like a tongue?
No, it just looks brown and it's got like some gold leafing around it. But it's nothing that when you're looking at it like looks strange or odd. Nothing that would raise any kind of concern or make you think that he's calling on the devil or.
Well, I could try to steal one of his diaries.
I mean, in a way, there's evidence to prove that the Baron is evil through his son.
Yeah.
You send that if you want to pull the evil card.
I
yeah.
am gonna.
There's the door. There's a door as
Yeah.
well. There's only one way in and out is that door, except for that little slatted round thing you went through.
Okay. The blackened soot, like the
Mhm.
purplish blackened soot. Is there any indication of what it might be? Like, is there like any jars of like an ingredient or something laying around that's like purplish?
No.
Okay.
Suit.
I am
You
gonna.
want to go down to look at it?
Yeah, I'm gonna inspect it.
Okay. So even after a while,
Mhm.
it's warm. The
Okay.
space is warm.
I'm gonna have
the
it
touch.
fill into it. Is there like anything inside of it?
Well, it's just it's like
Just
it's
ash.
streaked and burned up the carpet, the floor area.
Okay.
Oh, that makes
then-
where the purple light emanated from.
Yeah, it definitely is. I'm gonna have my imp go and take the try to pick up the book.
Okay, which book? He was writing in something that looked like a journal, which was much smaller. It was
Yeah.
just papers. Or there's the books. He's got several books that he was looking at reading.
I'll pick up.
Reference materials.
I'll pick up the journal that
Okay.
he was writing into.
Okay. And the journal is like papers. So it's like groups of
Bundled papers.
Yeah, it's bundled.
Oh, so it's not like a bind.
It's not like a bound book per
Okay.
se. It's papers.
Well, I'm gonna have my imp pick up as much of it as it can.
Okay.
Luckily,
Anything else?
And so he just has a bunch of all the books. He just has a bunch of reference books, right, laying around.
You can't read this because your imp can't read.
Okay, my imp.
His imp actually can read.
Can it read?
Yes. My imp can read. It has like probably more intelligence.
I hate this imp. I
The
get
imp
tired
has
already. I'm
more.
starting
It's
to hate
probably
this.
what's
The
its
imp's smarter than
intelligence?
Grutz.
Okay.
What's its intelligence?
11.
It's smarter
It's
than
smarter
Grutz.
than N.
It's smarter than Grutz.
Okay. Well, if it can, it can.
Alright.
Okay, as you are picking it up, are you
Smarter
gonna
than
read
N
that whole
and
thing now?
W.
No.
It's up to you. It's up to
No,
you.
no, no, no. I'm
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
reading
plussing
No,
as
I'm
it picks
just-
it up, it goes invisible
Yeah, it's
too.
something invisible.
Huh?
Anything the imp picks up goes invisible as well.
Okay.
Let's talk about Stella.
Yeah, the fucking
Next
the
to it, you see a page that has an encryption.
imp can read.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. Just, I don't want to stall them.
Okay, yeah.
But you can see another page that's set off to the side by itself, and it has a bunch of symbols on it.
Okay, I take that page too.
Well, here you go.
God, Michael, robbing everyone. How could you?
And then I'm gonna have the imp just fly on out.
That's it?
Hmm.
It's up to you. There's the door.
Yeah, but that door's just gonna lead out of the door that Chimney got scared of.
Oh, that's right.
That's a good guess. I
That's a
wouldn't have thought
really
that.
good guess. That's the one that had all those runes and stuff. The skeleton, right?
Could be maybe he really wants no one in his room, but he
Yeah, it
didn't
might be
think
a
about
trap.
the fucking
He could
window.
have trapped it. I'm gonna go out of the window. I'm
Okay.
just gonna leave.
All right. I'm just letting you know what's in the room. Those
You
those are your
could
two options.
you could drop the
He's
papers
obviously
off.
asleep, and
You could obviously just drop the papers off to yourself and then have the imp go back up.
No, I'm not gonna stall the game that much.
well, it's up to you. I'm just giving you the options.
I'm gonna have the imp give me the papers
Okay.
that he has.
So where is Lazarus? He's down there.
He's
in
in
a
a barrel in
He's a
an
barrel.
alley.
You're a barrel. You're a
Yes.
barrel,
I
right?
am a barrel. Yes.
So this fucking little thing's gonna fly down. You're looking like a barrel, still
Yeah.
sitting there. Nobody's come by.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened. You're just a barrel.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
reconnaissance, okay? You gotta stay hidden, okay?
All right, that's
hidden
fine.
in plain sight.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a hand come out of the
Sort of-
barrel and take the paper inside of it.
All right. Okay. All right.
And now he's reading.
The imp and his man. That's what
Yeah,
he's
I know.
Yeah, I
called.
guess so. Is there anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna have it. I guess I'll explore the rest of the house. I'm gonna have it go back up into the window. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna leave for now. I'll come back
Okay.
the next night.
It's up to you.
I know. I'm gonna leave my imp perched up in the thing.
To just stay there.
So you're
Just
gonna,
stay there.
you're gonna send him back up to Victor's room
Yeah.
and have him hang like the,
Yeah.
the bat.
Yep.
Hang up there. Okay.
He's
How
just-
long can he stay invisible?
Forever. Anti-invisible.
I know, I'm hating this imp. I can tell you that already. All right. And this thing just has to adventure by itself. I mean, what else does it need?
It's a scale.
Okay. All right. Grutz. We'll go to Grutz. You just can sleep?
For as long as my 8 hours can let me.
Okay. All right. As long as you're 8 hours.
As long as I sleep 8 hours from the moment I went to sleep to then.
All
So I
right.
keep sleeping.
So having gone through your nightmare,
Yep.
you'll need it's an interrupted sleep.
Okay.
So you can either do a short rest, or if you want to sleep, you're going to need to sleep.
I'm gonna sleep. I need to
Or You
sleep.
need to sleep the whole time.
I need to sleep.
They're all going to probably sleep here
Yeah,
too, I guess.
I
I'm
think
not sure.
so.
Is that what
We're
you
gonna
guys
drop
do?
Irene off, and then I'm assuming we're just gonna go to.
So, what is Ann going to do? I was going to go to him next.
Oh,
but you
okay.
went to- That's okay. So Ann was
Um.
downstairs. They came back upstairs, and Father Lucian says he gives you directions to go to Milovash's home, and he explains he's in sort of the
Slummier areas.
yeah, it's not the best area of town, but you're in. You can go anywhere. Nobody's going to bother you. But I'm sure the boys are asleep if you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And you're probably asleep, so
So you
I'll
can
just.
wait for them to come tomorrow. To work,
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
or you can go visit them, or you can go out.
Party.
Please keep it a secret. You know what is these
You know what? I'll go now.
You're gonna go now.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's directed you to go out. So the church is all the way on. Let me check. Now that I think about it, I'm not quite sure.
Em's gonna have a journey of his own.
Well,
Of course, has already had several journeys in his dreams. More like acid trips.
let's see. I have maps. I need a map. Excuse me while here we go.
Man, I want to read the paper, but I can't.
Why not?
You told me I can.
No, I wanted you to wait till
Oh.
sometime in game
Oh,
and
okay.
open it. Wait to open it in the game. Yeah, wait till your Grutz wakes up. That's all.
Okay, I'll wait then.
That way we can catch your, there's a little,
Reaction.
yeah.
Watch the first fucking thing be a letter to me, actually. Like, oh, don't look. I told you this was just a test, and you failed.
That's very funny. Okay, so they don't really tell me. So I'm surprised. So I'm going to say, if you look on the map, so he's going to tell you to go down to the center of town past the Blue Water Inn and go north on the big street, on the big road. And you will go past St. Andrew's Orphanage, past the orphanage on the left.
What?
I figured
Did you read
something.
some stuff?
I figured something out.
Okay. And then he says up on the right, up towards the north, almost to the gate, you will see little shacks. And you will see a shack that has, outside of it, they have planted like beans. So
Okay.
Milova
That's
is
cool.
learning how to garden, and he's teaching Eska. So look for the house, has a little small garden with beans.
That's respectable. Gardening's a good skill.
Okay, so you're gonna go now. Okay, is there anything as you're just between that? So W and Jiminy are gonna go to sleep. Is that what you're
We're
do?
gonna drop Irina off and then go to sleep.
Okay, so you're coming to the church. Who do you run into?
And
Yes. He's coming up the street.
Okay.
There's nobody around you. It's basically now it's about 11:30 at night. It's almost
Okay.
midnight.
hi,
So
you
it's very late.
guys. So what did you guys find anything about Wagner?
Oh yeah.
What'd you find out?
Ask him. He's the one who wants to say everything.
Well, then I'll just say everything to my other
So
characters.
what
Jeez.
Wow.
All you did was give away information.
So you're going to say what she talked to you about.
Oh my
like,
god.
Talked about Vargas.
Yes.
Talked about her daughter.
Yeah.
Talked about
And I'm
giving
gonna
away
show him
everything,
the
spilling
letter,
your
the
guts.
invite, and I'm
Oh,
gonna.
you're going to show him the invite. That's
Yeah.
It. Okay.
Yeah,
And I'm-
spilled your
what is
guts
anything-
out.
Huh?
Spilled his guts out. Told him everything. Van Richten's dead. The Woodworthians are almost all dead. Everybody's dead.
Mind explain what you ate last fucking night.
Grutz isn't actually a wizard. Things
Sorry.
like that.
How fucking dare you assume that?
That was
I'm
W.
going to
That wasn't me.
say-
He's the one who revealed all.
I can't read it, so I don't know if there's a specific date or time on the invite.
Jimmy's gonna take a look at it.
But I don't think we're fully prepared to go right now.
Alright.
But-
So Ed can't read. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then he's
Oh,
going
oh,
to
oh,
tell them kind of like the situation with the bones.
That's
He's
right.
going to be quiet about
Oh, yeah,
it.
the bones.
And he's going to ask Jiminy if he can examine the coffin
All right. Jimmy's
and
gonna
see
go.
if he can find any traces.
All right, sure, why not? Jimmy,
So-
Jimmy.
Are you guys gonna
Wait,
separate?
I thought the priest said to keep it a secret.
No, I told
Well,
him I
not
was going to
from
tell
us.
my comrade.
She was going to talk
Okay.
to all of you. So are you guys going to go back to the Blue Water or are you going to go to the church?
Well, I'm going to tell them that I'm going to go speak to Yeska and Milajov.
That's N.
Yeah.
You're
And
W,
then,
W and Jiminy are going to...
W is going to go with N because he could use his emotional thing to see if he could sense that if there's any, hesitancy. What do you
or
want?
you can go down to the church.
Explore the crypt.
Well, plus you have your sense of whatever.
Oh, that's true.
It's true.
Oh, you might be able to sense the remains since it's holy.
Yeah.
It's like a beacon, like a little fucking tracking device.
It's up to you.
Beep, beep,
Like
beep,
GPS.
beep.
Never have you
Like
been
that.
so confused. There's one thing you can do in either of two places. How many times
Why
have you
don't we
cast
go to the church first? I could cast it as many times as my charisma modifier.
it? Oh, okay. Well, and that's...
4 times.
Oh, my God. Yeah, okay.
So let's go to the church first, then we'll go to Yeska and Milajov's
Alright.
house.
All right.
All right, so you go back into the church, and
I'm gonna use my sense thing to see if I could sense the goodness or the bones and stuff.
you want to go down to where the
Yeah.
bones are. Okay, so you guys,
Hmm.
so Ann takes you over. Father Lucian is he hands you the keys. You go in.
Yes, sir. You get divine sense. I get that.
So you guys are going to go down the hatch, so to speak,
Yeah,
and you're going to go.
divine sense can detect good
downstairs.
and evil, so you
You're
can
going
use
to
it
go
to
past
track it.
all the crypts, and you're going to go up to the well. Now you're going to take torches yourself because you guys don't have any night vision, right? And it's really dark down there. So
No.
you've got your,
Nope, you give me
even though
card,
there's some
can't see.
candles.
I'll
and
use
stuff.
my W uses prestidigitation to cast a little fire on his face.
Okay,
Yeah.
because you're going to need light.
Mhm.
That's
Unless
funny.
you're gonna lick everything. I don't know.
I mean, Jiminy Carlyle is a man of all five senses. So.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's
if one
cool.
is bound, the others are not.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's funny because divine sense. So basically, you can know the type of creature, such if you know undead of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. And it says in parentheses, the vampire Count Strahd von Zarevich, for example, cannot be identified, but you can still tell it's undead. You just
That's
can't
what it
identify
says on the divine
It says
sense.
it literally on the homepage
Literally?
of Divine Sense.
Yeah, the presence of strong
So-
evil registers on your senses like
So
a noxious
I will tell
odor.
you, as that does, there are small things like that about him, and I'm still finding them. It's really hard, but he doesn't all the things. That
Yeah,
you
that's
think
funny.
a vampire
So
does.
basically,
he fucking doesn't fit. Yeah.
So I think I can.
So-
she
You
can
be
sense
worried
it.
about
I
she
could
can-
sense the evil,
She can
but I
sense
can't
the
tell
evil, and
if
she
it's
can
him.
tell it's undead, but she can't identify what type of undead or anything like that. So she'll have no idea.
So
what it is.
evil registers as noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears.
Okay.
So
So
she
I will do the divine sense in here to see if I
Okay.
could feel that powerful good.
Okay. So you do your divine sense, and it's overwhelmingly feeling of good.
It is okay.
It's this huge, overwhelming.
Check Russ's bedroom.
The bonus there. You know, today.
Wow, it feels a little evil in here.
Jiminy,
Wait,
do,
what happened?
can you see if you could find any like identifying fingerprints or tracks around
Of
the
course,
crypt?
I'm Jiminy Carlyle. I can do all of this stuff
It's his
and
big
more.
time. He's in the
All right.
spotlight.
First things first. Jiminy Carlyle. He's gonna start searching around. His first thing to do is he's gonna lick his finger. He's gonna try and feel a draft.
So you lick your finger, and your finger immediately gets cold, really cold, and because you're standing there and you're breathing, and you can see your breath even a little bit. It's that cold.
You're supposed to be that cold.
But is there any wind?
No.
No.
Ah, gosh darn. Damn. Could have felt the draft or something. You know.
No draft.
No draft. Okay. Jiminy Carlyle's gonna start sniffing around. He's gonna start. He's gonna lick the coffin a
Sniffing
little bit.
around. Where are you sniffing? Let's start with
The floor, obviously.
Okay, you look on
and then
the
he's gonna lick
floor.
the coffin. He's gonna.
You
start,
got your
he's gonna
nose
start
on the
to-
ground?
Yeah.
Sniffing?
Yeah.
Roll me a 20 and beat a 8.
You want to add your investigation?
17.
Alright. As you're sniffing, you get pricked on the nose. Ooh. And you got a little blood.
What?
And it's from the stone. You're sniffing so hard that the stone.
Did I find anything cool though? That was a
It's like
17.
blood.
I am investigating after all.
And you look
Give me
down
a
next to it.
Whoa.
And you see a fish hook.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh,
The mystery thing is the fucking fish hooks.
it's
What?
the millage.
The
It
hole
doesn't
in the
look-
wall with fishing
hold
hooks.
on, hold on. Does it look
I can
similar
decode
to the?
this.
Oh wait, I took.
You can?
Yes, I'm actually decoding it right now.
How can you do that?
I know what the letters mean by looking at it.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
This is pretty cool.
I pull out one of
That's
the
really
fish hooks
amazing.
I got from Milajov. Does it look similar to the one that Jiminy finds?
That's
Yes.
cool. I can't wait
Okay.
to see what
My
he has to
goodness, God is
offer.
gracious! Wow, holy crap!
Hmm.
I have found another fish hook. Boy, am I a lucky lad!
You're a fish hook
all
hunter,
all I
aren't
seem to do is be able to attract fish
you?
hooks.
You find fishermen.
Yeah. Yes. Clearly.
Yeah, Michael's decoding it.
Jiminy
That
Carlyle.
should be
Yeah,
your new
decoding
hunting
this.
person. That should be your favorite
I
enemy,
guess
fisherman.
Jimmy's just a fucking fisherman, I guess. He's gonna close his eyes, spin around 3 times, and then hop, and then he's gonna look around.
Okay.
Obviously, that's part of the,
Roll another 20 for me.
that's obviously part of
Beat
the
a 10.
having to find things.
Hmm.
11.
Ooh, it's close.
That's pretty funny.
That was
So,
close.
Leaning up against the backside of the coffin, you're looking at the back of the
Oh
coffin,
shit!
and pushed up against it, you see some fur.
Fur.
Some black fur.
It's a fucking cat.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna taste a little bit of
Well,
it.
why would
Tastes
you
like
seem like
hair and,
Does it smell like
Does
One
it,
of
does
them?
it taste
No.
like feline?
yes.
Sarah? Didn't Yosef or whatever the kid name had a black cat he was holding on to and it ran
That was
off?
Milajov.
Milajov.
Winky.
Yeah.
Winky.
Okay.
Winky. See,
So, okay,
that's
we know where we need
suspicious.
to go.
Look at what I got so far.
Okay.
Is that
Carlyle
right?
is immediately gonna
Jiminy?
tell his little buddies, "Look at what I found! Look at me, Jiminy Carlyle, the
And-
greatest of all."
N is going to pat Jiminy on the head, and he's
That's right,
going to
that's
say,
right.
"I did not see these or notice these things. Good job, Jiminy."
Congratulations! You guys hired the world's greatest hunter.
Yes, you're very good, Jiminy.
Yes. I mean,
So-
even I Jiminy Carlyle have my moments.
I am
Yes,
going to go
that's
to their
right.
house.
That's
Do
a
you
good way
want
to
to
put
come
it.
with
Yes,
me?
let's go interrogate you little
No.
fucker.
Is there anything else you want to look at?
Sure, why not? What else
That's
is
up
there?
to you. I
What
don't
else is
care.
there? I'm gonna look in it.
This is great.
Okay, so you look in
This is
and
great.
there's linens that are in there. And
Linen.
the
Underwear.
linens are like old. They're like decrepit. So as you touch them, they basically crumble in your hands.
I'm gonna take some of the crumbles
Wait.
and put it near my ear.
Okay?
Listen to
And
how the
it
crumbles sound.
basically just kind of disintegrates in your hands and up to your ear.
Interesting. Interesting.
So you get some of the pebbles and the
That's
stuff.
Good.
nasty.
Jiminy Carlyle's gonna lick his fingers clean.
Okay.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like gaudy, dirty, nasty, rotten cloth.
My God, this tastes like dirty, gaudy, nasty cloth.
Okay. It's
Okay.
probably because it's old.
Something tells me it has absolutely nothing to do with the guy with the cat.
No,
Yeah.
I think we should go
You can see
to.
there's an impression in the linen.
Yeah.
We'll roll.
Does it look like a person?
Yeah, basically, you can tell it was a person
Whoop.
that was laid in there.
13.
There's a full body and a head.
Wow, he's a man or a
You
lady.
Also, there's no bones at all in there, but you rolled a 13, so you notice on the side of the coffin,
Mhm.
on the front side,
Oh,
this way,
yeah.
there's some scratch marks
Oh.
in the coffin. There's like a big line of scratch marks, like something was put into it and forced it open to push it.
To get the bones.
So what are you going to do with that?
This fucker's got a crowbar.
There's scratches inside the coffin?
No, it's
Yeah,
on
try
the
and
lip.
what they're trying to
Oh.
Yeah, just try and
Oh,
open
a
it.
shovel.
Yeah, he's got a crowbar.
Because he's a gravedigger.
Yeah.
We should go to their house. I'm going to get ready to leave to go to their
Okay.
house.
Is there anything else you want to do there?
No, I'm going to say some prayers again. Because we kind of was investigating the area. and then-
Yeah, Jiminy Carlyle did accidentally desecrate the resting spot
Ah,
of
yeah.
of Jesus Christ himself, basically.
You want
So,
to hop in?
sure. Jimmy's
Yeah.
gonna. Jiminy will nuzzle in a little
So as
bit.
you hop in, Father Lucian, fortunately, is not there. Father Petrovich is not there. But all the
He having a
linen
heart
that's in
attack.
there starts to crumble all around you. It kind of kicks up some dust.
They won't know that you
Dust
did
is
that.
Extremely old and nasty.
Look, you'll be holy if you lick it. And
Jiminy Carlyle's gonna crawl out.
Just as alignment changed to
So
good.
as you know, that would be nice.
Am I feeling a
You should
little-
roll for
Am I
it.
feeling a little holier?
As you get out, you start to crawl out because you're so round. You actually push on the lid of the sarcophagus, the crypt, and it actually sort of moves. You actually can move it with your fat.
Wow.
Which means it's very easy to move it.
That's
That
like-
even
yeah.
a kid or something can move it.
Even a
your
young lad.
fatness and your laziness. of
Even a
laying
young
there,
lad of 15 who digs graves can
100.
open a thing.
the base kind of-
Which means we can no longer presume it's an adult, a strong adult that can do it.
Look at that.
It could be kids.
All right, Jiminy Carlyle.
I'm pretty
discovering
sure I
one
know
last
who it
thing.
is.
Then go get
Or
him.
use it
Yeah.
for something.
We're gonna go
Yeah.
We're gonna go to their house.
Go
Let's go
get
kick
him.
some ass.
Get
No,
him.
you are not beating them up.
You don't know that
You
yet.
are not scaring
You
them.
don't know that yet.
They are little
So
kids.
how you discovered all these
Yes,
things?
because a little kid. The other
I think
guy's a
it's a
15
great
year old.
place to stop for the night.
It looks like I'm reading. Looks like I'm reading this message tomorrow. The next time.
The whole damn thing.
Well, no, I have the first part of it then.
What does it say?
Okay. Interesting. You're something else. You guys are something else. That's for sure.
I want to see.
Well, let's not see it,
Well, I
Sarah.
wouldn't have even tried. I would have probably looked at it. Later on, I would have tried to immediately go after it because it's just like right up your alley. I probably should have been. Oh, maybe we should say I should have been putting way more puzzles in these games and stuff.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
You guys have a yeah. We'll see you next week. We have one more week, and then I'm in England.
Yeah, have fun.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take this
Lots of stuff. Oh, you're gonna finish it? Okay.
I'm gonna finish it.
You're on your way.
You could kind of tell what it was. Well, I don't want to
That-
see what you wrote.
That is a big thing. I will tell you.
Oh,
That's a
I
big
see.
deal.
I'm gonna take this.
So the words, you can kind of make out what they mean if you think about it to the English.
Are you talking to us, Mom?
And if you know what it's about, as long as you know
no,
that what it was initially about, you can kind of start decoding it.
It's part of the soup.
You know what's interesting is didn't that one girl get taken by a teleportation spell?
That's what I was saying. That's why I'm like, oh,
Myrtle.
that they might be
No, it
related.
wasn't Myrtle. It was one of the girls in the other town.